were held at Forty Brigade, Nigeria, and the Ohafia Abia State for over 2 years. The news confirms that, but I'll be bringing you more on that front, so don't you go away. Some other stories going to be coming from Nigeria. Lagos policeman falls sick after duty and dies in hospital. Unrealistic article is campaign spokesperson has said, and fresh demands by members of my apologies, the Buhari to present 2023 budget in October. But Mila is saying endemic corruption has killed Nigeria under Buhari.
Àgbáyé kan lè sọ fún wa pé kí Yorùbá sọ pé òun lè dá dúró. Sílùú náà tó gbọ́dọ̀ sọ nonsense.
Whatever it is, it is Starr Radio UK. A lot more going to be coming your way once we have Mr. Olayomi Koiki on as well. Security agencies have serious questions to answer.
I'm not in law school. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní sí. Kò sọ wọn kan tó ń lọ school ọkọ mọ́ school kẹ̀. School wẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lọ. Anybody in law school. It's a school for anybody. Àdàmú sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi ti Archie níbẹ̀. Sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa Nàìjíríà kò wà fruitful, kò ṣiṣẹ́, kò ní value. Value Nàìjíríà ó ti expire. Àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń sọ pé Mr. Koiki ẹ lè jókòó sí London kẹ́ máa sọ yẹn fún wa. Mo ní Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́. Mo ń ka átíkù bàbá wa tí wọ́n pa yẹn Owólabí 30 years lọ́lọ́ ní abroad. Ọwọ́ lè lò sí Fúlàní kọ́kọ́ pa wọ́n dànù. Èèyàn kan máa ń sọ fún diaspora kẹ́ máa bọ̀ ń lé. Ẹ yá tọ́jú owó yín tá máa gba Yorùbá nation kẹ́ tó lọ invest. Àní opportunity wa Nàìjíríà, opportunity wa Nàìjíríà. Ìlú tó ní system. Gbogbo wa ti kó sínú trap yẹn. Opportunity wa Nàìjíríà, ẹ máa bẹ̀ wá invest nílé o. Ọlọ invest ní sọ pa wọ́n ni. Ó padà pa wọ́n náà ni. Nígbà tí èèyàn bá ṣiṣẹ́ títí for years kí olóṣì kan tí kò ní record tá mọ̀ bí tó ti wá kó pa wọ́n dànù. Ẹ bá lọ picture wọn. Àbínú mo ń jẹ bread àtẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn ni o. Ní sáré fi nǹkan kan sínú kí n tó wọ studio. Kò tí bá ti parí studio tí máa ṣe díẹ̀ nínú ìgbà máa ń ṣe tá bá ti parí Starr Radio. Ẹ lọ wo picture bàbá wa yẹn ṣe rí. As at the time tí wọ́n pa bàbá yẹn, ẹ rántí bàbá yìí. Owó ń ṣàrántí wọn. Wá invest sí Nàìjíríà. Wá invest sí Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo wa la ti kó sínú trap yẹn. Mo kí ìyá mi, mo jí Adésànyà. Ẹ bá mi rè. Èèyàn kan ló fún mi ní kọ́ọ̀pù yìí. American Great Seal of the United States of America. Milo ló wà nínú ẹ̀ sórí. Àwọn ọ̀dà sórí laptop mi. Milo nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ rárá ń jóge ayé mi níbí báyìí. Kágbàlagbà wà kó ṣe máa tọrọ owó kó tó jẹun. Ìjọ́ la fẹ́ máa ṣe gbogbo nonsense yẹn dà. A nílùú yẹn work. Akérédolú ní ìyá òun kú. Ọlọ́run bá fọ̀run kẹwọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Gbogbo àná làkúkú máa lọ. Yẹn la ṣe ní kẹ́ ṣe dáadáa. Ẹgbẹ̀yìn governors yẹn. Yìí ẹ̀ ṣe kú nísìn. Oríṣiríṣi celebration, oríṣiríṣi màálù lọ máa gbélé wọn lọ́wọ́. Mo rí ọ̀kan tí bàbá ẹ̀ kú lánàá lára àwọn tájọ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Ó lówó lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba ti sin bàbá ẹ̀ lánàá. Àwọn governor máa gbádùn. Governor ní àná tó máa gbé oríṣiríṣi owó, oríṣiríṣi màálù. Àdán sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa, àwa lè continue báyìí. Ẹ rántí bàbá ìtọ́pa. Tẹ bá lọ wo statistics, ṣẹ́rí wo statistics èèyàn tọ́pa. Ọmọ 11 ti fẹ́ lù ọ́. Ẹ sáré parí gbogbo system tá à ń ṣe níbí báyìí. Ìyẹn làwọn ṣe ń sọ pé okay, fair enough, a ti gbé nínú Nàìjíríà kò wọ́ọ̀kì fún wa. Ẹ ká parọ́ fúnra wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà máa bá tiẹ̀ lọ. Káwa náà máa bá tiwa lọ. Kólúkálukú máa ṣe tiẹ̀. Agége bread tí mo ra fi ń jẹ kíní lẹ́yìn nìyẹn. Agége bread. Lórí bread ti di góòlù Nàìjíríà nìsín. Ẹ̀wọ̀n lélẹ̀ kẹ́. Àtàrí tí mo lọ ṣe lórí Instagram. a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ TikTok wa láìpẹ́ ó kù díẹ̀ gbogbo wọn ti ní kí n lọ ṣe TikTok nǹkan máa ní ìdí fóònù mi táwọn máa fi ṣe yẹn tí bá ti ń lo fóònù oríṣiríṣi platform la máa ń lò ta ló láì kó máa fi búrẹ́dì kan nú tíì àwọn kan láìkẹ̀ ìbílẹ̀ láìkẹ̀ àwọn kan láìkẹ̀ ẹ wá dúró èèyàn tó ti kú ẹni breakdown yẹn láti January Nigerian kidnapping epidemic láti January títí di March èèyàn 1484 lọ́wọ́ adopt can you imagine ní north west 746 north central 500 north east 61 south east 53 south south 44 south west ó máa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ìlú tó ní rẹ́kọ̀dì yàrá yìí filé ètò a máa wọnú ètò lọ nísìn kọ̀bí sáré jẹ díẹ̀ sí nínú búrẹ́dì yẹn ni ṣe lọ drop ọmọ odò àti school ni ó ti lọ school tiẹ̀ ó tún dọ̀sán èèyàn kan máa parọ́ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà gò bẹ̀tà kò ní da fáwọn tó bá ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ pé Nàìjíríà gò bẹ̀tà ogun máa pa yín ni Nàìjíríà gò bẹ̀tà kéèyàn kan lè mu mílò àti búrẹ́dì oúnjẹ tálákà lèmi náà jẹ níbí báyìí ẹyin tí mo ní ọmọ yín tó ṣe kù láàárọ̀ òun ni mo sún lọ gbé ibi yẹn pa mí mo lè ráyè tó máa lọ dín ẹyin mi ìyẹn tó máa pẹ́ ẹ máa prepare sílé yàrá so ẹyin yẹn wá ẹyin kan tàn yín o wàláì tó bá lọ jẹ́ kí politician máa sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà máa dà ó jẹ́ tán nìyẹn wàláì lẹ́yìn kólúkálukú máa lọ ìtajọ ṣe pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ti tó not working Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́ fàgbàlagbà ìṣẹ́ fàmọdé irọ́ báńtá ló wà níbẹ̀ irọ́ ló kúnnú Nàìjíríà gbogbo táwọn ṣe nínú ìwà nísìn èèyàn nídìí iná kò ń ṣọ̀fẹ́ náà làwa náà ń lò ní bíbá ẹ má máa rò pọ̀ fẹ́ ni mo lè lọ sí store nísìn kí ní kẹ fún mi ní búrẹ́dì kí n má sanwó fún báyà kí bí abi £1.50 mo tẹ̀mọ́ ilé lọ́n ta búrẹ́dì wọn nísìn ọ̀nà ara dídé bẹ́ẹ̀ wá pàtó bó ṣe tán nísìn yàn tó lọ rà mí so production ẹ̀ láti máa lọ ní gbogbo gbà àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nísìn production ẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa lọ ní gbogbo gbà ìlú kà wicked country ẹni káwọn èèyàn máa gbàdúrà lójoojúmọ́ ẹ̀ fún wọn níṣẹ́ káàdúrà ló máa sọ́ọ̀bẹ̀ ní débi ń pa ẹ̀rẹ̀ yahoo mo ti mísì bẹ́ẹ̀ láì pọ̀ rẹ̀ Linda kejì ṣẹ̀rá àwọn ọmọ wa everybody ló ń ṣe yahoo ṣẹ̀rí politician tó ń jí owó gidi wọn ní lọ bá àwọn èèyàn ṣẹ̀rí wọn EFCC arrest 2 proprietor of a yahoo school and the student in Benin politician tó ń jí billions wọn ní lọ bá àwọn èèyàn àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ àkàndán crime lórí bíbá yìí o Nigeria mad country mo kọ̀pí tí àwọn Yorùbá tó sì sọ pé ká lọ máa dìbò 2023 ẹ̀ waste time ara ẹ̀yin tẹ́bí ń pa ní ká lọ máa dìbò ìbò kọ́ ìbò ni ìwé orí bá mi láti máa fi pè tèmi ó fún wà lápò mi ẹ bá mi rí o gbogbo ọmọ fáàrọ̀ jìrè ẹ̀kọ́ lè rẹ́nu mi ni 100 minutes studio báyìí ó bá jẹ́ kí nǹkan parọ́ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà ó máa da ẹ̀yà mi mo jí £2 tó ń ta búrẹ́dì ẹni sìn èmi kàn máa ń fún ọ lówó ni mo tẹ̀ mọ́ èlò lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n fáwọn ìyá wa ló máa tọ́ bá ti lọ sí store àwọn ọlọ́mọ gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n àwa bá ti dé store káwa kọ́ rajà ká máa bọ̀ lé ni ìyàwó mi ló sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ní store mo ní ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé ìjà wà ní Ukraine àti Russia ni gbogbo oúnjẹ tó yẹ kó wọlé ìlú yìí náà ní wheat Ukraine ẹ̀ ní wheat pọ̀ sí jù lágbàáyé gbogbo tó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà máa jàǹfààní ẹ̀ ànílẹ̀ káàkiri èèyàn kan máa sọ pé bí máa pa wá àgbàdo àráyè ṣe òsín kan bá ṣe nothing is literally working in that shit whole country wọ́n ní ká máa gbàdúrà àdúrà ló máa solve problem tó wà nílẹ̀ àbí ká tètè get the hell out of the shit o ẹni tó na monitor comment ebi yẹn pa mí wọlé ni nígbà tí ń lè sínú àwẹ̀ ṣáà lè para mi sínú àwẹ̀ sóhun ètò dẹ̀ wà nú àwẹ̀ má bínú sí mi àdúrà wa gbà èmi ò sínú àwẹ̀ lẹ́nu mo ní rìmọ́tì àwa gbogbo àdúgbò ní sáwọn èèyàn ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ ẹni tó ṣe night ó ń sùn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ẹ̀yin máa tó bá lọ sí gbogbo àdúgbò ládùúgbò nísìn ẹ máa fi microphone ẹ máa fi disturb àwọn ará àdúgbò ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dí láti abroad á kọ́ máa wọ́ndà kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láti pọ̀ àbúrò mi àtàtà ẹ má yẹ kó rẹ̀ ẹ má yẹ kó sun yín wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ kó sun gbogbo wa ni àwọn kan ní àdúrà tí wọ́n ní pé kí ní àjọ Yorùbá nation kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dàrú ìrọ̀lẹ̀ lẹ́pa ọ̀nà ní jẹ́ kó dàrú ká lọ dìbò 2023 ìbò kọ́ ìbò ni ẹ máa gbìyànjú doesn't matter èèyàn kan ló bá lè canvas ẹ máa canvas fún wọn mo kí yín ogbon ẹ̀yẹ ti wọlé èmi ló ń dúró dè ní studio mo ti ṣe 5 minutes báyìí máa join wọn láìpẹ́ ìlú ìkà ìlú tí kò láàánú oní Nàìjíríà ní ọmọ lọ sí hospital kò sóògùn mílò mi ló ń dùn yẹn má bínú mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí morning okay message wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ morning Yomi you are about to exit of Lanre you heard about mo gbọ́ ó dùn mí mo gbọ́ nípa kú Lanre lọ́nba àfọ̀rún kẹwàá láì mo ì tí get over it mo gbọ́ I heard about it Bámbọ̀ sọ fún mi ní ìjọ Sunday òru Sunday ní Bámbọ̀ ṣe ń sọ fún mi kódà mo tẹ̀ ti bá wọn jà pé kí ló dé tó ìwé ẹ̀ but mo bá Yéwándé náà sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá àsọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ tí bá ṣe tán ní studio àmọ́ ti gbọ́ mo mention ẹ̀gan lórí program náà láàárọ̀ ìgan kọ́lábà àfọ̀rún kẹ àwọn ògólẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn àwọn èèyàn mọ̀wé kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run tọ́ba náà àwọn èèyàn mọ̀wé but ikú bá ti dé ó náà dé náà nìyẹn ta la fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tí ikú bá dé ta ló máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kọ́lábà àfọ̀rún kẹ pàdé mi kan náà tún commit suicide ní Liverpool ìyẹn fọmọ 4 sílẹ̀ wàláì mo rí rẹ́rì mo tẹ̀rọ pé ó jẹ́ gbèsè mortgage sí UK ni kí ni gbogbo jágbàjàgbà yẹn I understand gan sef commit suicide kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín ìyá mi Ọlájírè Joseph now ẹja join studio mo ti ń pẹ́ dẹ̀ let me join them a ti gan dà pé pẹ́ díẹ̀ ẹ kò ti padà sórí screen. Parí Starr ìjà wa continue program to adìẹ Valojo èèyàn tèmi good job at the palace thank you so much my brother I love you so much okay.
Hey, welcome back to Starr Radio, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now exactly 8 minutes past the top of the hour, and it is nowhere that you find yourself at the one and only, the best radio station in the whole wide world, where we got the White Lion as well this morning in our North London studios, who is going to be bringing you updates from Nigeria. So let me say, good morning to you, Yomi.
Well, good morning to you, Mr. Archie. A very good morning to all.
I can't hear you.
Okay. All right. Why is that? Can you hear me now?
Okay, no, we can't hear you. Okay, just bear with me. Just bear with me. Listener, just bear with us. Let's quickly take a break. We take a break and we sort that out. Okay? Just bear with us.
Let me call them back again. Not sure what that happened. Okay, ká sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn later, Mr. Michael. Pè mí lórí nọ́mbà mi +447594050979. We can walk around that, so all those videos can get to me.
Okay, let's see whether we can. Let's see whether we can hear this online. Yomi.
Well, a very good morning to you, Archie.
If I still not hear you, just give me just 1 minute. I saw that out. I think I know what is happening. Yeah. Okay.
Hi guys, this is your friend from Sendwave. Sendwave is an awesome app all over the world. Sendwave that wants to happen. Sendwave, you can send me a document surgery for the best part is Sendwave is absolutely commission free. Or extremely expensive. Send yourself and check out our website. Sendwave is an app. Download it from the App Store, Facebook, just open the app. That's it. Good to go.
The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app.
£5 free credit sent to Activa on your first transaction. What about Sunday? SR, £5 free credit. You're done. Hi everyone.
Okay, listeners, just bear with us. We apologize sincerely for that breaking sound there, but we're trying to get that sort.
All right, let's call them back. Sometimes technology is always like that, especially when somebody is busy. So, am I being let's just give them a bit more room to see what is going on there. Let's call them back. All right, thank you.
Arrested and they have been released. But why did they have been released? Is it a way of maybe an olive branch that has been spread forth to the IPOB? And I'll give us a hope. Because yesterday, whilst we were on air, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? The IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, was arraigned before court. I mean, the court was not supposed to have sat, but his lawyers managed to push for the hearing to take place. So maybe is it because of that these ones have been granted or have been released, something to show, or maybe government, bringing in a bit of peace there? What do you think? We'll be looking into that. But let me see. Yomi?
A very good morning, Mr. Archie.
Okay. Yomi?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Hello, Yomi?
I can hear you.
Okay. We can't hear you. Hello, Yomi?
I can hear you, Mr. Archie.
Hello, Yomi? Oh, wow. Can you hear me, though? Can you tell me a sign? Can you hear me? You hear me perfectly. But I can't hear you. You can hear me perfectly. Okay. Listeners, just bear with us. The technical team are working seriously together. We have to either just do an audio in without you seeing it's unlikely for it to pass that is that. So Yomi, let's try that. Let's get the audio through. Okay. Just hold on.
All right. Let me restart my own system. Maybe there's a problem with from my own system. Good morning, Mr. Taiwo Akintoye. I'm just restarting my system. Though my system was rebooted anyway, so definitely it's from the studio. called technical problem. It does happen sometimes. Okay, there's even a delay on the screen. I think Archie is still thinking I'm there. So we'll give it one more shot again. Just, okay, my system is back. Let's see again. All right. The system is coming to my picture. I have to pick from here. The system really pick in the kito because only by economy pick.
Yes, Tommy.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Mr. Archie.
Yes, I can also hear you now. All right. Yeah, listeners, thank you very much for your patience. But there's a bit of a feedback. I don't know whether from my end or from your end with the other devices, but we are working on it. So just bear with us. How are you doing, sir?
Very good, Mr. Archie. Good morning once again to you back in the studio.
Yes. Okay, because we just wasted a bit of time, but don't you worry, we were all sorting everything out for listening to it. Now, what was started yesterday, and what were some of the outcomes and some of the the reactions that came in from the show?
Well, Niger Voices Wednesdays, 1800 hours up to where we discuss a lot of issues. I think the focus point yesterday was looking into the letter that was sent to the president by the Yoruba self-determination group, Professor Banji Akintoye, and trying also to hear what Goodluck Jonathan actually said. And if we just take a bit of under the minute of probably less than a minute, this is what Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said. Let's share that again as well this morning.
Thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have the conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. This is...
And that was a statement there that was put out by, the former President Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, GCFR, GCON, a politician and also served as a president between 2010 to 2015. He lost that election to the, to the current president, Goodluck, President Muhammadu Buhari. These were part of the conversation yesterday. And again, as election is coming, more Nigerians also want to find out the history to what Nigeria is. I'm not sure at what event he actually spoke, but this was well televised, as quite a lot of dignitaries were sitting there listening to him carefully. And I'm sure this morning, I've been following the Twitter in the last 48 hours after this video has, actually popped up on the social media. This is the same letter. I have the content of that letter here. And remember that this letter was sent to President Muhammadu Buhari by the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement. And right on the page 4 of that letter, it's exactly what Professor Banji Akintoye said to the president, that the formative years of the 1950 to 1960 expressed serious doubt about the wisdom of keeping the many people of Nigeria as one country. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the then foremost Yoruba leader and one of the foremost negotiator of the federal system for Nigeria, wrote at the time that Nigeria is a mere geographical expression and that if a member of the federation became predominantly anarchistic, the other members of the federation should, if they disagree with such, be able to discontinue their association with Nigeria. And as Goodluck Jonathan said, he also says here, Professor Banji Akintoye, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the man who as the prime minister headed the Nigerian federal government in the years immediately after the independence, said, on the number of occasions before and after independence, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. The question then is, will Nigeria continue to be one country after 2023? Time will tell, and I'll be giving how many days and months, how many weeks, when we look at the countdown to Starr Radio UK. I'll come back again to you in the studio, but if you've missed that particular program, all that is still back on the social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter of Starr Radio UK, where you can watch it. And as of today, we are just 148 days, 13 hours, 37 minutes, and the seconds before If Nigeria Unity will continue.
It is already UK. Interesting one there. But let me say good morning to Pastor Mo. He said the truth is coming out among them. Of course, he's talking about the statement that Jonathan Goodluck had made. Now, but Yomi, before we go to today's stories, what we're looking at, now, what was Jonathan's own take on it? Because he was like quoting what others have said, but what is his own take into that statement?
Well, his own take has always been the same as the politicians, as much as they reference back to what the forefathers have said, what they've discussed, the late Obafemi Awolowo, but the politicians refuse to give us exactly their own take, in terms of the unity of Nigeria. Jonathan, we were thinking up to the last point that he will be part of the APC as their candidate, but I'm sure he must have thought about it carefully and he decided not to. It was not used on the PDP ticket because Atiku was not going to allow that, because Atiku have always been interested as far back as 1993 to become the president of Nigeria. So Jonathan literally left the position. But his own take, as so many other politicians, is we can keep Nigeria, but the unity aspect of it is the question mark. Can we have a united Nigeria today? And the politicians are trying their best to say, I've listened to Peter Obi. He's saying that, he's going to try and bring the unity back. I've listened to Tinubu. Tinubu says, we can bring the unity back among ourselves, even though they have a Muslim ticket. I've listened carefully to Atiku, a Dubai-based politician that always come back home every 4 years, according to Omoyele Sowore. But he's saying also that we can still have this unity and make Nigeria a country for everyone.
Well, will Nigeria be made to a country for everyone, or will a division
Will Nigeria be made to a country for
anarchy that is taking place and the insecurity issue that is going on? The 2023 election is going to take place or not? Well, you want to know more? Your dials have to be locked on Starr Radio UK each day or each weekday when the morning show comes away, and Wednesdays as well at 18 hours when the Niger Buses program comes away with this Olayomi Koiki. All right, then. Now, let's quickly jump on to some of the stories making the rounds. Now, some story, before we come to the one that you posted here as well, I just chanced on that story where the federal government is alleged to have released some IPOB members or leaders, I don't know who they are, who were arrested by the security agencies 2020. So what is it all about? Do you have any further information? Is it pertaining to Nnamdi Kanu's case yesterday or the day before when the court, the lawyers managed to push the case through, though it was not time for that hearing to take place?
Well, when it comes to IPOB and the federal government is just as many as a lot of issues that is still out there, and what is IPOB is the indigenous people of Biafra, and that believe, that they need to also have their own independent, country. But it has always been, a big fight between the government. The government has actually labeled IPOB in Nigeria, not in the international, countries, but it seems that the federal government have labeled, designated IPOB as a terrorist organization, and there's so much belief that most of the atrocity happening in the southeast is being committed by the IPOB. But in terms of the release, I've not seen that particular article, but like we do know, there's so many, from those that have just wearing IPOB outfit have been arrested, those that have been arrested for different reasons, and some of them have also been killed that we probably will not know, as we speak right now. But the most important thing is, their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, returned back to court, not himself personally, but his lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejimafo, the lead lawyer and other, senior advocate of Nigeria, went back to court on the 13th. And what we can say is that, the outcome of that is a record that the appeal was earlier adjourned to the 11th of October 2022. But however, on the 23rd of June 2022, they filed an application to bring that closer, and they did got that date. But in terms of, the pursuant to the said application, the Court of Appeal has graciously brought forward the earlier scheduled date, which happened just 2 days ago. Consequently, when the matter came up, on that same day, the said application for the abridgment of the time which had been overtaken by the event was struck out. The appeal was fully heard on the merit that on the 13th by the Chief Mike Ozekomo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, the lead counsel to Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and did justice to the appeal. He addressed the Court of Appeal on all the pertinent issues raised on the court determination. It is interesting to know that the federal government have now admitted before the court of expanding huge resources to criminally adopt extraordinarily rendition Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. So the federal government have already, accepted that they did actually brought him back, on rendition and kidnapping. The federal government further admitted viva voce that they have amended the charges 7 times, which is a clear indication and admission that they do not have any case whatsoever against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They're only interested in keeping him in custody indefinitely, but the Court of Appeal is their final bus stop. But what is going to be the outcome, further in view of his extraordinary rendition in the flagrant disregard to an international law and treaties on extradition, including Section 15 of Nigeria Extradition Act Cap E25 LFN 2004, the lower court does not have the requisite jurisdiction to try him on the alleged offense, which gave infraction form part of the intriguer issues. But we have to wait now for when the court will eventually give his own verdict in terms of a bail condition for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was kidnapped, rendition by the federal government of Nigeria back to, from Kenya to Nigeria. So the case actually continued, but I think the lawyer believes that they are doing so well when it comes to the Nnamdi Kanu case. Sowore also paid a visit during that period on the 13th, just as he has done even during the time of the Yoruba nation that was having the same issue with the federal government when the 12 innocent Yorubas were kidnapped from Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho's house until they were released as we speak. Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'll come back again to you in the studio. Your volume is a bit low, Mr. Archie.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yes, as I said, it is the Thursday edition of the morning to 11:30 the time. I spoke on some of the other stories we can get now. The Anglican Church says ethnic corruption has Nigeria. I mean, when you look at the church, now to virtually chastise that government is quite a paper. But let's say, according to this goal, put out to the new area. I hope you all do very, very well.
Yeah, I missed a bit of, I think you were talking about the Anglican church says that. We do know that there's been a lot when it comes to the atrocity, the crime. I was looking at the statistics. Remember that in Nigerian diaspora that returned back home on July 28 or 29 precisely, was kidnapped. We're talking about Mr. Owolabi Oluwagbenga, and I actually come across an article that also been, that released about him today. Oluwagbenga Owolabi, a 55-year-old Nigerian American, left for Canada in his 20s, later moved to the US, and after about 30 years in the United States of America, he set up a business in Nigeria, planned to return home. 7 months after opening his hotel in Ogbomoso, he was kidnapped and likewise killed. So the headline by the Anglican Church says, endemic corruption has killed Nigeria under President Muhammadu Buhari. We certainly cannot afford to accumulate debt capable of enslaving our future generations, according to the Anglican Primate have warned. This was said by the Archbishop of the Metropolitan and Primate of the Church of Nigeria, Anglican Communion, Henry Ndukuba, has urged the President Muhammadu Buhari regime to find a lasting solution to the fuel crisis in the country, stressing that corruption is literally tearing the nation apart.
But what I think the reaction from the federal government, especially when you look at this personal investment taking that going on, and then we have some of the Christian clergy who went to support whether to support the APC where they were trying to get in Shetima and everything that went from there. But my issue is that what I feel reaction to this statement was actually look like they were trying to put or blame to
well, I mean, looking at the social media handle of the president, especially Femi Adesina, nothing of such has been responded back to the Anglican, but I'm sure it won't take them time before they do so, because when it comes to the religious interfering in the situation, current situation in Nigeria, they're always responding back to that. But all I can say is yesterday they had the Federal Executive Council that was preceded over by the President Muhammadu Buhari, according to what I have here in front of me and the pictures. Also, from the information I had, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Vice President, will be the one to represent President Muhammadu Buhari for the final burial of the Queen Elizabeth II that will be coming up, I believe, next week. So I've already got that information as well, that he will be traveling to London for that event. But in terms of the response back to the Anglican that says the great monster of corruption is endemic, it has killed our nation. As Christians, we must rise to make differences in our nation. We certainly cannot afford to accumulate debt capable of enslaving our future generation, according to the Anglican Primate.
But it is not ready to pay 11 time. Videos, okay, now let's move on to my story, then I can answer about the clashes or unrest that is going on in the people. What is it all about?
Well, Atiku was in Ibadan, Oyo State, southwest of Nigeria yesterday, and it seems, some members of the PDP actually want the PDP chairman to resign or probably have to go. But Atiku doesn't really want that, and that is creating a lot of problems, and that is why the headline this morning saying Atiku Wabara met aggrieved Governor Makinde, demands IUs to exit. The newly appointed chairman of the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party and also the former Senate President Chief Adolphus Wabara has begun crucial moves to save the main opposition party from imminent collapse. As a result, is leading a delegation of the PDP, both comprising some former governors, ex-deputy governors, ex-ministers, and a lot of top party chieftaincies to meet with the three aggrieved PDP governors. Seyi Makinde is not happy. Likewise, Wike is not happy as well within the 48 hours. The meeting is meant to placate the aggrieved governors and prepare the ground for further negotiation that will stop the move by the ruling Progressive Congress to woo the PDP governors to their side. It seems now there might be indication that some of these governors might switch side from PDP to APC.
Well, I thought I'd be going to a Labour Party, but whatever it is, if the government's coming to start the UK. When you go to look at the morning, Archie, and this is very key. When you are hoping to aspect of who are the other platform watching and starting that's busy.
Well, let's go straight to the business part of Nigeria this morning. Fuel scarcity have actually now hit rivers tanker drivers as they withdraw their services, and that is also going to create a lot of problems. Federal government, European Union, and the FAD complete 104 billion naira electricity agreement. We hope that after a couple of months and years, we're not going to start hearing, that this agreement was a mistake and there were some clauses and eventually the government has to pay off, and then there's no more electricity agreement as we've seen in the past. So federal government, European Union, complete 104 billion electricity agreement. Also, Disco yet to meter 5 million registered customers is coming as well. Terminal operator, Chinese firm partner to boost the trade is coming from the headline as well. Bank deposit rise by 24% to almost 42 trillion naira. Osibajo advocate broader gas usage to curb deforestation. That is coming from the headline as well. Custom intercept 80,000 liter tankers carrying dirty diesel. And likewise, white tankers recorded 340 crashes according to truckers. We've seen so much accident, killings of accident, damages of major roads across Nigeria. Truckers have blamed human factors, bad roads, fake spare part as reasons for over 340 accident cases involving trucks, tankers recorded between January and July 2022. We've seen a lot of cases across the country. According to the president of the Association of the Maritime Road Transport Owners, Remi Ogungbemi, in an interview in Lagos on Monday, admitted that there were some human factors responsible for the situation. And the question then is, what is the state government doing? What is the FRC doing to make sure that some of this human factor does not continue? We've seen trailers falling from the bridge all down to the bottom of the next road, especially in Ojuelegba area, where that has created a lot of havoc. All things have to with the environment. What I mean is, if you look at the condition of the road, you will know that most of the roads are not motorable. There are some also human factor. Most of the roads across Nigeria today as worse as what it used to be in the 60s. Cybercrime, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, is recommend no go for MAGA to Nigerians. It seems that there are so many crafty, intelligent Nigerians that they were able to also, wire 30 million off the New York City, and the FBI is actually looking for the, this individual. And it's amazing that during this COVID, somebody was able to, to dupe the New York City worth $30 million US, and that's a Nigerian. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has urged stakeholders in the security sector to utilize the police crime report portal to report all forms of cybercrime in any part of the country for prompt action. He recommended the police no for MAGA handbook to the Nigerian public. According to one of the Nigerian most decorated senior police officer, remember, Abba Kyari is still wanted in the US for conspiring with Raymond Abbas, known as Hush Puppy, in a multi-million-dollar internet fraud. Mr. Baba made the appeal yesterday in a statement by police spokesman Olumuyiwa Adejobi. He also urged the public to report the issue of theft, child abuse, exploitation. But a lot of Nigerians have also complained about individuals and those politicians, but it seems the police are not really looking into that. But he's also got a number here. It's a WhatsApp number, and if you want that, you can report the crime according to the Inspector General of Police. So I'm going to take one more, come back again to you in the studio, and then when I come back, we look at what is happening on the social media. Once again, it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Drug link, Lagos property buyer to pay extra 32 million naira. That is coming from, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola. The federal government yesterday said the buyer of the 2 real estate properties confiscated for drug-related crimes in 2001 would now pay the Lagos government the full valuation price of the asset. This amount to 18 to 20 million to be paid for the Lagos-based property earlier purchased for 5 and 2 million respectively. You can imagine that this is part of the corruption system, that the government confiscated a property worth millions of naira but end up selling it for peanuts. Explaining the development to the State House correspondent yesterday during the Federal Executive Council meeting, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, a former governor of Lagos State, said the new directive followed a memo which revealed that the government was underpaid in the 21-year transaction that took place when the property was sold for 2 to 5 million rather than the full price.
Interestingly, I want to find out what to these people. What property are there? Actually, and knock down price and start making a big price.
Well, the property is a 4-bedroom bungalow at Adeni Jones, a very exclusive area that I know very well in Lagos, and also a 5-bedroom duplex on Amadasun Street in Ikoyi, another very exclusive area, were seized by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in the course of a narcotic prosecution. It said that the government had mandated the buyer to pay 18 million for the bungalow, 21 million for the 5-bedroom duplex being the cost at which the value in 2001. However, Fashola kept mute on the identity of the buyer and the narcotic dealer who the NDLA confiscated the property from.
Pastor Mo says university students kept at home after going to 7 months for God's sake. We can't be that. Well. Now, I know that the federal government are taking the ASU court. They say that they are going to take them or not agree to the terms of going back to teach the student. But no continuous. No wonder their colonizer is making tell us to go and use our certificate in Nigeria. What an insult. Well. This was Starr Radio UK, the 10th edition of the show. Looking for the time. We have to go to this India.
Well, Occupy INEC, hashtag Occupy INEC is actually trending at number 1 in the politics trend in Nigeria this morning at 40,000 tweets so far. And nothing more than the fact that on the 27th of September, it seems that all INEC offices nationwide will be occupied. On the 27th of this September, we will occupy INEC offices nationwide at 9 a.m. Watch this space for more details. It is not over until Nigerian wins. This coming from the Ferrati. But also, according to the COP that I've listened to their clip, but because of the time constraint, we warn Nigerians youth that there is no credible election in Nigeria. What Nigeria have as election is a scam. While you are busy shouting obedient, the INEC and the Kaaba are busy plotting, joining our call for total balkanization of Nigeria. This is coming from Emeka Gift Official on Twitter. Yeah, let's take a look at more that is trending, when it comes to INEC. INEC is one of the Independent National Electoral Commission, for those that are probably not aware, but it is so corrupt that it is being controlled by the ruling government, APC, and there's been a lot of Nigerians that are not pleased with that. Get your camp bed, mat, and blanket ready to hashtag Occupy INEC. We must make our voices heard loud and clear. Roger out, INEC. This coming from Daniel Adamu Tango. So it seems that on the 27th, we will probably be seeing INEC offices being occupied as we look forward to that. Just to take one more, I am consulting youth leader across Nigeria. We have to speak with one voice on this. Anybody that loves Nigeria must demand a credible election with us come 2023. But the question is, will there be an election in 2023 as the Yoruba, the Biafra, and the Middle Belt are saying, we want all out of Nigeria, the union is no longer working. And that is how we can go this morning because of the time constraint. But we'll be back again same time tomorrow for more update from Nigeria. We can hear you. No. No. All right, I can hear what you can say, what you what you're saying, but I'm not too sure whether it's from my end or your end. But thank you so much once again, Mr. Archie, and bye for now. All right, quite a lot of technical issue this morning. Oh God, you. Let's turn our camera back to me. Yeah, this my friend that died. It's not easy. Don't even know what the family is going through right now. Thank you so much, 449. People won't go vote. You won't go vote for the country way that they do mago with INEC. I don't even think some of you understand that this INEC, they be real 419, The situation, the Nigeria situation is already gone past election. But nobody wants to agree with that. That's our problem. Everybody is upset with Igbowo, upset with Nnamdi Kanu, upset with the Yoruba people that are campaigning for the breakup and the dissolution of Nigeria. Rather than every one of us to say, we've had enough of this union that was put together forcefully by the British government. Everybody's still trying to keep, imagine Nigerians trying to keep what the British, put together. I mean, they don't want to be juju. Ṣé kò ń ṣe jùjú nìyẹn? Jùjú nìyẹn náà. Àwa ń try pé ntí Britain tó kó papọ̀ pé ká yọ kúrò. Yẹ kí yẹn lọ wọnú broadcast tí yẹn bá ti wọnú ẹ̀ YouTube máa lé wa mú un. Ìwé parí wílò mi o, yẹ ló kún yẹn. Àwa ń gbìyànjú pé ntí Britain tó dá sílẹ̀ pé ká. Mo ti jẹun bá ti máa jẹnu búrẹ́dì mi. Ọ̀rọ̀ fi tó pèsè ní kitchen. No be juju be that. Àwa ń try pé ntí Britain tó dá sílẹ̀. But some Nigerians are still trying to keep Nigeria together. Thank you so much. 858519. Ṣé kò ń ṣe juju nìyẹn? Nigerian people are scared and they have been caged. But if they are scared, ṣé dandan ni pé ká keep ntí Britain? Imagine British government. Because, not the British people. The British people are quite loving people. But their government, the thing with their government don't do for this world. She may open our phone line, make her call in. I have a bit of time. So, I'm calling my mom Odu in school. I just have to go and see my mom later. I've got my line open, just the studio line. Kagba call there. Sense will not make. Ntí Britain dá sílẹ̀ àwọn afẹ́ yanjú ẹ̀ pé enough is enough but àwọn Nigerians kan nísìn wọ́n ní ká lọ ṣe election may we go do election 2023 election ni o Koiki ká lọ dìbò ẹlòmíì nísìn nǹkan tó kàn fi gbà ni o because during the election there is a lot of especially the bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí roll out mọ́tò fún wọn nísìn ẹni máa gba mọ́tò ẹni máa gbọ́kadà àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn nísìn they just want to keep what British government put together. It's unbelievable. I mean, tó bá yẹ pé ìjọ tá àtẹ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ this is a different thing. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo information tá a mọ̀ nísìn. Jonathan ti sọ. Ibi Jonathan ló fẹ́nu ara ẹ̀ sọ. Agbọ́n tó sọ. Ṣé kí n tún play fún wa? Ká gbọ́. Ẹgbọ́n wọn tí Jonathan sọ níbí wa. Ẹgbọ́n tó sọ.
I'm thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement. Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, "It is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit." This is accredited to Sir Amado Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, "Since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country." This is...
Okay, I mean, what more do we need to know? So, imagine trying an animal cage in one spot for too long. When you ever release it, you will find out it won't go away, but they have no choice. We are going. I mean, the line is open if you want to call in and have your own say around it. You all have the number, as we always say. My number, the studio number, is always available when I say you should call in so that we can. I mean, what actually is it that because also that if you want to see, I've been editing. God's thinking is ringing. What is actually that the Nigerian wants? Keep what the British has put together. Election. These English people, sorry, I'm going to be speaking, both our language and, English. These British government, which was why Jonathan organized and invested in conference call meetings from all regions. Who know actually when this video was done? Is it a new video or something that just popped up again? Please, Koiki, can we find Jonathan's speech on your page? Oh yes, multi-posted. I can post it again now. With page one, we load a lot of things. I'm actually posting it again, which I'm just doing right now. But the only thing I can't put it on YouTube because I don't know who owns the video. And the last thing I want to do is allow my YouTube to, go into problem with anybody. So, who actually knows when that video was released or Batoshe video? Is it something that was done last year? Is it recent? Because I saw it on Simon Ekpa's page, Lano. Motifisori Koiki. So I'm just putting it now on. So I'm just going to say Jonathan. So, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, àwọn tó wà nílé tó ní ká lọ vote, ká lọ ṣe. Ṣé wọ́n understand nǹkan tó ń sọ? Ṣé ẹ fi pè ṣé wọ́n understand nǹkan tó ń sọ ṣá? Ṣé wọ́n understand nǹkan tó ń sọ? Ẹni ká lọ dìbò. Keep what the... Ṣé mọ̀ pé slave trade táwọn British government tó ṣe fún wa? That alone should not even allow us to continue. But the post is already page for anybody that wants to go and watch it or download it as well. And if you want to download video on Twitter, I mean, I have paid for, there's video that you can use. There's a lot of different software. But I actually paid for a particular broadcast. There's a particular one that I paid for the whole year. I think it cost me £10. So I can download as many videos off the Twitter at any time on my phone. Log in. It gives you, okay, let me show you. So by download the same video is already out. So many people are talking about it. Only Osonto, our Biafra Lele, no. You know, they believe in Biafra. So we're not to put. So if I wanted to download this video, I come here right now and I go on my arrow button, I click here, and the software Timon Loye. I don't think whether I've got it here. But already the other phone here. Okay, yeah, it's called VSafe. So the VSafe, I've paid about £10. So to click on the VSafe. Being pele ni se mo itira the full version. So Omani exceeded limit. Please try after one day. But I've already done the premium on that. So that allows me to download multiple videos. The line is open, like I said, if you... Oh, sorry. I said the line is open, but it was actually not open because it was still on the airplane mode. Sorry, I've actually turned it on now. So my question is, Surface said British has a purpose for their benefit and economic interest. But for how long will affiliate continue with this their own benefit interest, their own interest? Why is it just their own interest? Kí ló dé tí kò fò jẹ́ interest tàwa? Àwọn táwọn sọ pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Kò ṣe pé ká bára wa jà. Yeah, sorry about the studio line was actually off when I was saying it was on, but I've turned it on now. I didn't realize. You know, but I've actually turned it on now. That's man, don't put any back. But it hang. All right, so the line is back on. Okay, let's speak to Tim. Hello, Mr. Tim. You're live with us.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Even yes, sir.
Yeah. Kẹ́rí fídíò tí Jonathan ṣe yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Ẹ̀rí pé táìmù yẹn ni Jonathan tó arrange for conference kìíní tí wọ́n invite gbogbo all leaders from region, every region. So ìgbà tí wọ́n ti rí wípé Jonathan ó ti fẹ́ máa ó dà pé Jonathan ti make him move.
Thank you, Bashir Mustafa. Yeah, okay.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó make him move yẹn because ó ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ti invest, wọ́n ti náwó sí kinní yẹn gan.
Okay.
Ẹ̀dìgbà yẹn ni gbogbo àwọn leaders from Yorùbá ni o, Igbo ni o, Hausa tí wọ́n kó wọn wá sí conference kinní yẹn ní Abuja tí wọ́n lodge wọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ fún wọn lówó fún meeting yẹn.
Okay.
So ìgbà tó ti rí sign yẹn wípé àwọn tó ń benefit nínú fake Nigerian system
yeah.
Wọ́n ti rí wípé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti ń make him move o.
Okay.
Ibẹ̀ náà ti bẹ̀ kí nǹkan tó trigger Chibok gẹ̀ gangan nìyẹn.
Okay, so láti fi destabilize the government so kò ní rójú tú nígbà tí Boko Haram tó bá ń fún ní problem kò ní rójú tú láti náà fẹ́ ṣe.
Ó ti ń lọ towards bí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ renegotiate Nàìjíríà o.
Okay.
Wọ́n sì nǹkan tó bí Chibok gẹ̀ gangan nìyẹn. Now Chibok gẹ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ní ta ni governor Borno State Shettima. Ibi tẹ́tí máa wá rí pé Tinubu yẹn èmi ò mọ ọgbọ́n òṣì tó ó kàn fẹ́ sacrifice wa fún personal interest ẹ̀ ni. Ó bá tẹ̀ tí máa mú èèyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí mà ló yẹ kó mú. Kátẹ̀ sọ́gbọ́n òkè ẹ̀jẹ̀ jẹ́ ká gbà yí pé òkè ó dá o àti ẹ̀fẹ́ wò pé òkè èèyàn wa Yorùbá wa ó dá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí mà tí ó jẹ́ wípé ìgbà tó wà as a governor ní incident Chibok gẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹni tí ó that shows is not capable.
Okay.
Ló jẹ́ pé àti ẹ̀fẹ̀ kan fẹ́ election because election kan ní Nigeria need at the moment. Nǹkan tó need ni kó sit down round table kí wọ́n negotiate báwo la ti máa move forward. Ṣé a máa restructure ni? Ṣé a máa change the constitution yìí ni? Ṣé olúkálùkù máa lọ́nlọ́ ẹ̀ ni?
ìyẹn ló yẹ kó wà lórí tébù sí iṣẹ́ election ló yẹ kó wà lórí tébù. Because Nigeria has been divided. Nigeria ò tí divide tó báyìí rí ní in my lifetime tèmi experience o tí mo ti délé ayé o. So ó yẹ kó ti mọ̀ pé this thing ó yẹ ká di ilé ìdíwó ó ti bàjẹ́ ó ti dilapidated a máa wo ni. Ṣùgbọ́n torí pé wọ́n ń benefit nínú system yẹn òun gangan fúnra rẹ̀ náà benefit òun ló ṣe ń dá gbogbo ọgbọ́n ó tún kọ́ fún gbàkan lọ mú Buhari wá fún wa. Òun ẹ̀tún wá rí nǹkan ló ṣe ó tún mú Shettima àti mọ̀ pé Fúlàní náà ló tún sì máa rúlu wa last náà tó bá tiẹ̀ dìbò fún. Ìyẹn nǹkan ṣẹ́rí ẹbọ fídíò kan tẹ̀ ṣe tẹ́yìn interview bọ̀bọ̀ kan ní ibi kíní ikú ìbọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó lóun wá láti ìlú kan ní.
Sabania. Put out the text me lánàá.
Bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn sọ nǹkan kan tẹ bá wò ó mention language èdè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo lọ Nàìjíríà recently mo gbé àwọn ọmọ àbúrò mi sínú mọ́tò mo wá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ mo wá discover pé each time tí máa ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ òyìnbó náà fi ń reply mi. Àwọn kéékèèké each time tí máa ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ òyìnbó náà fi ń reply mi. Mo wá bí wọ́n pé ṣé ẹ̀ ń ṣe Yorùbá ní school ni? Wọ́n láwọn private school náà lọ wọ́n ní kò sí Yorùbá nínú subject àwọn ọmọ primary school ni wọ́n ní kò sí Yorùbá nínú subject àwọn ní school. Ṣé ti rí pé language yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kó fade out tọ́yányán. Wọ́n fẹ́ kí identity yẹn kó parẹ́ tọ́yányán. Tí gbogbo pati mo lọ pati kan ní Nàìjíríà gbogbo àwọn kéékèèké tó wà pati yẹn òyìnbó náà ń sọ. Àwọn parents wọn náà òyìnbó náà ń bá wọn sọ. Àwọn ọmọ yóò ṣọmọ ìlú òyìnbó Nàìjíríà náà bí wọn sí o. Táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá fẹ́ tó bá tẹ̀ wá fẹ́ wà force tẹ̀fẹ́ force sọ pé can't you speak Yorùbá? Ṣé náà wá ń sọ Yorùbá yẹn mọ̀ báwọn ọmọ wa nílò òyìnbó yìí máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń sọ ní Nàìjíríà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ọmọ tó bí síbẹ̀ wọ́n wá ń sọ Yorùbá ń lọ lẹ́nu wọn. So bí wọ́n tí gbogbo àwọn gọ́fúnà Yorùbá state àtàwọn ọba tó ń ṣe o ṣé kò yẹ kó wọ́n máa tẹ̀lé wọn létí pé skul tó bá fi Yorùbá sínú kùríkúlọ̀mù ẹ̀ àwọn ò lè ṣí skul nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ò ní lè operate.
Yes. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀lé náà mọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa létí nínú program Yorùbá yẹn àwọn Mákindé gbogbo àwọn gọ́fúnà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́kìtì ní oníbù kọ́ máa wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ rí bá àwọn skul tó ń dá sílẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní Yorùbá ni. So ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà
ẹ ṣé gan ni Mr. Tim ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi thank you so much mo appreciate mo máa kí gbogbo wa Drizzle Fresh 123 the crucial moment to sit and divide Nigeria but àwọn wo gan ló ń bẹ̀rù láti divide Nigeria ta ló ń bẹ̀rù gangan pé ká divide Nigeria who is actually scared for the division of Nigeria? Let's take the next call from Italy nìkan ètí ń bọ̀ ẹ má bínú máa yọ sound yẹn kúrò mọ́ yín gan really like kìkì sound máa dùn bọ̀ máa gbọ́n tẹ́yìn bá ń pè ẹ ló kọ́lọ̀ láti Italy.
Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n wa pé ọlọ́run ọlọ́jìn àbàbà wa àwọn pẹ̀lú ọ̀dọ́ àbàdàbọ̀ òkú. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìṣí títẹ̀ fún wa pẹ̀lú gbogbo ìlú tẹ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìrìn wa. Ṣé tí èmi máa ń sọ ọkọ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ tó adìyẹ tó fi sí fúlàgù tó wà fún oúnjẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wọn ṣe iṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé fúlàgù yẹn ló ti máa rí wọn tó. So ẹni tó bá wà lè jáde láàbù tó bá ṣeré sẹ́mọ̀ tó bá padà lọ síjà àgbo yẹn ìmọ̀ tó bá máa ta àwọn ètò wà láàbù yẹn láti mú wọn jáde láti rí ìta gbogbo nǹkan tó máa wà lórí ẹ̀mí. So òun lè ń ṣe fún wa gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lórí yìí sì báwo ni ìdíyẹ ṣe fẹ́ tù nílé oorun àti gbogbo ohun èèyàn wa tó wà níta báwo ni ìdí tó wà àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà níta ló ṣe fẹ́ tù òun gbogbo nǹkan tá a kà. Ọ̀rọ̀ wọn dàbí àwọn tó wà ní kò Nàìjíríà ọ̀rọ̀ wọn dàbí bí a kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí àwọn tó wà nílé because ààrẹ jẹun ká dájọ́ ní ìgbà jẹ tí bá jẹun lọ́wọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tí àwọn ìgbà ti jẹun àtọmọ mi tí ìyá mi sì jẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi sì jẹ ká máa sọ ọmọ rẹ ẹ̀yìn wọ́n dẹ̀ máa bà mí. So ìdí tí mo fi sọ báyìí èyí nígbà kan fún wọn tí mo sọ pé Yorùbá nation abẹ́ báyìí Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ fi gbà fún wa. Àwọn fúnra nìkan la fẹ́ bájà àwọn ara wa báyìí Yorùbá Adébájà. Ẹ̀rọ bẹ̀rù Yorùbá wa Adébájà. Ẹ̀rọ olówó orí wa, ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá wa. Torí kò lè support kí àgbà Yorùbá. Because ọ̀nà owó ni òògùn.
Ẹni sùúrù ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bọ̀ kí ló ń jẹ́ tó ń difficult fáwọn olówó yẹn tó fi jẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation kó wáyé because ó wà easy fáwọn olówó kó náà sọ pé àwọn náà support yín o ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè o kí gbogbo táwọn náà dẹ̀ ṣe yẹ kò kúkú ṣe pa náà máa parẹ́ kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wa kí ló tó ń difficult fáwọn olówó wa. Okay. Irú yẹn ni tí mo kà nísìn tíyàn ra property tó worth 18 million wọ́n rà ní 2 million Fáṣọlá náà wọ́n lè disclose orúkọ ẹni tó rà I'm sure pé politician kan ló máa rà.
Because most of them will be so tax. Ẹgbẹ́ sọ fún mi ẹgbẹ́ sọ fún mi Dangote that's what Dangote sọ everybody ti di Dangote sọ lórí cement lórí sugar lórí báwo ni èèyàn kọ́ bó ṣe máa kó sugar wọlé ló máa kó yọ̀ wọlé ló máa kó yọ̀ wọlé. Ọ̀tẹ̀dọ́lá ń kọ́ Adéníkà ń kọ́.
Àti bàbá ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn tó ní UBA yẹn kí ló tẹ̀ ń jẹ́ náà.
Ọkọ̀ lè jẹ́ kí Yorùbá ní sọ ọwọ́ ní ọ̀tá wa o àmọ̀ kọ́ ìkúdà ní ìwọ̀ àmọ̀ ẹ̀ka tó ti kúkà pẹ̀ tí ó ní kí ọ̀gá bá ṣíwájú ìparamọ́lẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹgbà wíwà lẹ́yìn kí ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ kojú wọn ẹni tí wọ́n kọ̀ ní tó bá ní ọba sáà ní àdúgbò gbọ̀dá ni. So ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ká tí ó ń ṣe láti mẹ́rin kí Yorùbá dúró tó tí Yorùbá bá dúró Yorùbá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀nà tí Yorùbá dé.
Tony Elumelu, thank you so much.
Èmi ò ké àti Abíọ́lá, Abíọ́lá sì dé, àti Eníṣù Abíọ́lá, àti Bọ́ọ̀lù Abíọ́lá, àti Abíọ́lá tó tún pàkí gbègbè. Àwọn olùwé jẹ́ ká Abíọ́lá wọlé. Àwọn olówó ìlú òní. Àwọn olówó ìlú òní. Láti bó ti tèmi, ṣúgbà ní àná, ìdí èrò sì máa ń wọ ọ̀nà mi. Sẹ́ni Yorùbá ló burú jù. Àwọn dídí jà, ìjọba máa ń pẹ́. Mo tí a bá ti bínú, ó máa ń dídí kọ̀ ọ́ padà. Ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Abíọ́lá láyé Abíọ́lá kí n tiẹ̀ kọ́ kí pìtọ́ fún mi. Èmi tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ìpò tí 4 years old. Jíjẹ̀ Abíọ́lá àdúgbò mi ní ilẹ̀ lọ́dún lóṣìṣẹ́ àti àrùn wa. Ìjàkà tí a mọ̀ bẹ̀ tàbí ìsísú ọmọ yunifásitì pẹ̀lú ọmọ àdúgbò tàbí ìsísú léyẹ ajá dúdú ti jáde ajá dúdú.
Níta ní jìjáde mo gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dáadáa.
Sẹ́ẹ̀rì àwọn ọmọ skul.
Yeah.
Ọdún ààbò bó ṣe gbé bó ṣe ti tẹ́sí pé ó wà ládùúgbò wa.
Ìyẹn ta ni?
Ilé ṣíjáde ọgbà orí ìgbà tó pèsè.
Ó wà ládùúgbò ní táìmù yẹn.
Ó wà ládùúgbò ó kò ní pẹ́ ó ti gbà lọ síbẹ̀ ṣé mo kọ́ ọmọ skul yẹn ó ní líìsì ọ̀wọ́ tó
bẹ́ẹ̀ni okay wow.
So líìsì yẹn ló ń target so ó ti gbà lọ síbẹ̀ nípa láti kọ́ rí. So wọ́n gbọ́ commission tó wà ní ìpàkọ̀jà ìjú ìpàkọ̀jà ìjọba ìjú ìgbẹ̀yẹ ẹ̀yà bẹ̀rẹ̀ fi supply omi tó gbogbo Lagos State.
Okay.
So ẹ̀yà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní family àṣọ àbí àdúgbò ẹgbẹ́ ìgbẹ́ ló kọ́ ní síbẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ló sá wa. Àwọn ọmọ ìgbẹ́ information a kò ní oríṣi school bus oríṣiríṣi Lagos to Ìbàdàn Ọ̀yọ́ oríṣiríṣi throughout of Nigeria school bus lọ́gbọ́dé wọ́n ṣe ń gbọ́dọ̀ báyìí ìsọ́ọ̀sì lọ sọ fún wa pé ẹ̀rọ àdúgbò ìlú kọ́nà pé abájá pé báyìí ẹ̀ wà ọ̀ní ṣíṣe adé wà ní ilé wọ́n ṣe sọ́pọ̀tì wọn ní níbi gbọ̀dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sílẹ̀ èyí tó pé tẹ bá rí owó dọ́là tó gbé jáde tó ń gbé ọ̀dì sáà kò ti sùn nítorí fásitì lọ kọ́kọ́ bí wọ́n sọ pé tó ẹ̀rí ìbílẹ̀ lọ́kùn tó lé ẹ̀rí ìbílẹ̀ òṣìkọ́ sọ fún ẹ̀rí ìbílẹ̀ báyìí tó máa sọ sí ilé máa kó máa bí lórí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sùn mọ́tò oríṣiríṣi tó bá gbé
bọ́ kí ló dé táwọn students yẹn nísìn ẹ má bínú kí ló dé okay so nígbà tó máa jáde òun kọ́ definitely they have this spiritual power so I won't be surprised pé ọmọ akamọ́nu bẹ̀ yẹn náà anyway because of the kind of power that they have. Yeah. Okay. Wow, ó ti lọ. òun náà ni dúró lásán ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn sọ yìí nǹkan ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn but kí ni mo fẹ́ fà ń bẹ̀ ní sí ni pé àwọn student àwọn student a ní nísìn kí ló dé tí wọn ò ní that kind of energy ṣé kò ṣe pé wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan kan fún àwọn student wa because láti February wọ́n react díẹ̀díẹ̀ èmi ò rí reaction yẹn tó push dáadáa àbí bóyá torí pé àwọn náà kàn fi ń ṣe business pé ọmọ akókó ti wà ní soft ká máa ṣe yahoo ká máa bá ara wa sùn ká máa ṣe fàájì ká máa mọtí ká dẹ̀ wà ládùúgbò ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ká máa sọ bóyá.
máa sọ kí ló pé mo sọ fún mi máa sọ lórí ìpè mo ṣe politics for 10 years tí máa jáde fún mi lérè tí máa kún mo ní irú tí èlùsùn máa ti dùn nípa ìpè document tí máa jáde fún mi lérè mo mú owó tí máa tẹ̀ because wíwà láàrin wọn á múra wa nítorí Yorùbá lè ṣòfò wà ní ìsìlá àlèṣe ká máa yọ ọ̀ politics but ṣé o ti ṣe tó láti jọ ìwà ni lẹ́kùn wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ìwádìí máa sọ̀rọ̀ kan tó ti polúkè ṣọ́wọ́ rẹ ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ kan ọwọ́ rẹ̀ jẹ́ tọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ṣé nígbà ayé tó ti polúkọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí president yìí ata òun ló kó Abacha tó jẹ
Abdulsalam
Abdulsalam kọ
IBB yeah.
ṣé nígbà ayé IBB student ní power kí ni senator lọ governor of the leader of the student only power to governor lọ only power to senator lọ because nígbà yẹn student ọwọ́ powerful ọwọ́ unite one third ló bá fi sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ní ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe nǹkan president ti máa tẹ̀ wọ́n down police IBB ti pín kí ní ẹ̀kọ́ tó lọ ó ti dágbára kúrò ó ti tí agbára wọn kù ọwọ́ òṣèlú ti wọ́n wọ́n òṣèlú ti pín wọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ kọ́ni sọ fífi ẹ̀kọ́ Lagos State bá sọ̀rọ̀
ṣé ṣàwá sọ nísìnyí pé àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rù òṣèlú gan ju bó ṣe ń yẹ lọ ní àbí báwo.
because àwọn politician wa ọmọ mọ̀ tí o fi pa ọmọ Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́ mọ̀ sọ Nàìjíríà di economy Nàìjíríà wọ́n mọ̀ break it down. ṣé mo ní ìsìn ẹ̀sà ẹni tó bá fún 30,000 tó bá ní kí wọ́n pààyàn ní Nàìjíríà ní ìyá pàtó. Nàìjíríà ti yẹ pé orí ìlú wádà di orí adìyẹ ṣípò. ṣé mo kó dúró ó dúró ó bí àṣìṣe. Because àwọn òṣèlú ní òní ìṣèlú yẹn. Because ó ní owó ọ̀wọ́ ní owó lọ́wọ́. So nígbà tí ọmọ olùlẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ àgùn tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
ẹ̀yin bá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ Jonathan's picture máa sẹ́ndẹ̀ ṣe sùúrù létà.
Ó kéré sí ẹ̀wọ̀ àgùn yẹn ó fi lọ́wọ́.
ìyẹn kíní ló máa ń pè ẹ̀dọ́ pè mí ẹ̀ láti play disturb kíní lórúkọ kan tó máa ń pè lórí Instagram ìyẹn Ṣèyí Tinubu yẹn kíní kan Lagos boy ẹ̀yà lórúkọ kan tó máa ń pè.
ṣé ọmọ yẹn bọ̀dá mi ẹ máa ti gbọ́ pé nígbà tí wà ní Libya ogun wà ní Libya but àgbàdo àkàlọ́ sí Nàìjíríà because ayé tà ń jẹ́ ìwọ̀n fún tó wà ní Libya àlè jẹ́ Nàìjíríà nígbà tí mo padà lọ sí Nàìjíríà tó wá kó wa lọ sí Nàìjíríà èmi ló flight lọ sí Libya nígbà tí mo lọ Libya mo ní ká máa wọn lọ́wọ́ nígbà tí mo dé Nàìjíríà mo ò tún kọ́ Nàìjíríà mo lè gbé ìbára mi kí ló mú mi wá sí Nàìjíríà bí ní pé mo tún wá lọ bàìbò nítorí flight wọ Libya mọ̀ mo tún wá lọ bàìbò wọnú Libya.
Because ẹ ti rí the other side of it so there is no way you wanted to stay in Nigeria that's why.
sẹ́ńtà yìí wá sí ìbàjẹ́ nígbà tí mo rí ọkùn.
ojú èkó ló máa ń pè.
gbogbo ìtọ́jú pé Koiki ló fẹ́ kúnlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ní dàápọ̀ tó fẹ́ kúnlẹ̀ lórí òsì dàá ṣọ́kùn òsì Nàìjíríà nígbà tí mo kúrò ní ìtú òṣogbo tí mo lọ sí ìlú tó lókun.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ọ̀gá mi sọ́dọ̀ gbòòrò ọlọ́mọba àwọn ilé ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ń dà wá lójútọ́. Ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ ọlọ́run tó rọ̀jò jẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ àrò pèjọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí gbogbo ní pátápátá. Àdúrà tó lè gbà ní pé tí ó lè lọ parí ọ̀rọ̀ àná tí wọ́n kò ṣe kó stọ̀
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're just going around and looking at thank you so much, Bashir Mustafa. Exactly the way I feel when I went to Nigeria myself. Why is it that Monka article Mr. Oluwagbenga yẹn láàárọ̀ after tí mo drop ọmọ sí school tí mo padà bọ̀ nílé tí mo wà lórí bus, so mo mọ bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà lórí Twitter ó dà pé ó kọ article lé lórí what is it that the Yorubas want at home? Kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́ gangan náà? Keep the same system. Ẹni tó bá rí ṣe nínú ẹ̀ fine, ẹni tó bá rí ṣe kó kú sínú ẹ̀. Kàdàrà àwọn tó kọ̀ máa dé tó ń béèrè this and that. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mòye yín nísìn. We were told that there's only 20% of Yoruba ní kò fẹ́ kí Yoruba nation kó wáyé, and that 20% involves categories of different people. That wọ́n fẹ́ kí Yoruba nation tá à ń sọ pé kó wá sáyé ìmúṣẹ, and they are doing everything to talk about election. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa election, you are literally renewing the contract of the British Empire. Hello, ẹ̀gbọ́n tí mi.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí fún yín ní answer sí nǹkan tẹ́ ń béèrè yẹn. Okay, ní London tá a wà yìí, ṣé a fẹ́ sọ pé àwa comfortable tó ní London tá a wà yìí ni? Òun máa fún yín lóyún ẹnìkan sìn ní example èèyàn kan, ẹni yẹn wọ́n ti bá ẹ̀. Àwọn people yìí wọ́n fi owó náà ń lò náà fi ń ṣe kínní, àwọn politician, Nigerian politician. Ẹnìkan wà tẹ́ sọ wípé ẹ ti dárúkọ, mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ẹnìkan tí bá ti ń sọ ẹ máa mọ̀. Ẹnìkan wà ní London yìí tó máa ń bú Sanwó-Olú àti Tinubu ní orí Instagram. Ẹ sọ pé ẹ̀yin náà lè ti mọ ẹni yẹn pé ìbàdí yín ni pé bọ̀ lẹ́nu gbàgbọ́n ẹ̀kan sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Ẹni yẹn sìn tẹ́ bá mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá lọ wo program ẹ̀ sìn ẹ rí pé donation ti change. Wọ́n ti fún lówó, ó ti gba owó. Gba owó ń sìn donation towards Tinubu àti Sanwó-Olú ń sìn ó ti change. Ẹni yẹn ó ti compromise àbábẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe máa ń sọ ó ti gbowó. Ìgbà tó gbowó yẹn àwọn tó ṣẹ́tù owó yẹn tí wọ́n kówó yẹn fún ẹni yẹn ó wà ń bẹ̀, ẹni yẹn ló dìde sọ fún mi. Akẹ́ni yẹn tó sọ fún mi lèmi gan ti ń rí wípé ó dà ní pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti gbà wọ́n kan. Ẹ lọ máa gbọ́ program ẹ̀ nísìn ẹ rí pé donation ẹ ti change. So if tọ́ba lè ra ẹni tó wà comfortable nílùú yìí, so how much more? Ṣé ìgbà tẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn pé kí ló táwọn student yẹn tí wọ́n wá lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ sìn? Because wọ́n ti break spirit àwọn students tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn ń sìn. Àwọn Gbẹ́ngà Daniel, àwọn Àlàó Akálà, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn ni wọ́n ti rán tí wọ́n tán wà ní school, wọ́n ti gbé owó fún wọn, wọ́n ti lọ introduce cultism. So wọ́n ti lo cultism yẹn láti break àwọn genuine student tó máa ń ṣe irú protest tí wọ́n ń ṣe láyé ìgbà yẹn tí máa yìí ń sọ fún wa yìí. Wọ́n ti gbin àwọn ọmọ cultism sínú, wọ́n ti introduce cultism sínú àwọn poly universities nísìn. So wọ́n ti break the spirit àwọn student. Example irú wọn ni irú Kúnlé Poly yẹn ẹlẹ́fẹ́ interview ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ní opportunity. Ṣèbí Kúnlé Poly ẹbí àwọn tó ń ṣe cultism ní school nìyẹn. So bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ló wà láwọn ilẹ̀ Igbo àti North náà láwọn schools wọn. So kò sí genuine spirit irú èyí Sowore ní nígbà tó wà ní Unilag yẹn, kò sírú àwọn spirit yẹn mọ́. Àwọn no introduce cultism náà sínú school, gbogbo àwọn Gbẹ́ngà Daniel, àwọn Àlàó Akálà, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn tó wà ní school wọ́n gbé owó fáwọn ọmọ wọn pé kọ́ lọ máa fi sponsor cultism. Kí ló fà á tí wọ́n fi gbogbo adúrú gbogbo kinní yẹn sílẹ̀ fún àwọn MC Olúọmọ, so that ìjọ tí táwọn aráàlú bá ti fẹ́ dìde fún uprising fún revolution wọ́n máa pe àwọn MC Olúọmọ ní wípé kílẹ̀ ń wò kí wọ́n láǹfààní gbogbo nǹkan tá a gbélé yín lọ́wọ́ tá a chẹ́ẹ̀kì yín wò
ṣẹ́yìn ò rí pé wọ́n ti ń dìde wọ́n ti ń riot ní example of it ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà EndSARS yẹn wọ́n ti perú àwọn yẹn wípé ṣé owó tá a gbé fún yín tá a gbogbo opportunity tá a fún yín tá a kì í check yín tá a bẹ̀ yín lọ́wọ́ wò ṣé ẹ̀yin ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin so tí jẹ́ ẹ̀yin uprising bá ti fẹ́ dìde àwọn ẹni tí olú ọmọ yẹn ló máa bàjẹ́ àwọn tout yẹn ló máa da kínní yẹn lú tó máa wá make ẹ̀ look bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n lọ ń vandalize ṣọ́ọ̀bù àwọn èèyàn wọ́n lọ ń attack àwọn èèyàn mọ́lé so àwọn aráàlú akọ̀ give up ní pé ṣe iṣẹ́ o gbogbo revolution tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tẹ́ kó wa sínsìn o wọ́n ti lọ ń lùtù ṣọ́ọ̀bù wa o àwọn wọ́n á fi da ẹ̀mí protester yẹn rú iṣẹ́ tó ń contract gbé fáwọn MC Olúọmọ nìyẹn náà iṣẹ́ rí Tinubu ti kí ó ń wọ̀ kìkìní ìsílẹ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́tipẹ́ tẹ́ bá wò ó sìn gbogbo àwọn onítíátà àwọn onífíìmù wọ́n ti gbé pé Wasiu Ayinde ló máa ń ṣe campaign fún gbogbo àwọn APC campaign ara contract ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn onítíátà yẹn Wasiu Ayinde ló máa play fún wọn ìjọba ṣé wọ́n lówó láti pe Wasiu Ayinde ni wọ́n lówó láti pe Wasiu Ayinde náà wọ́n ara contract tí Tinubu ti gbé fún Wasiu Ayinde nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn tíátà yìí tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣe birthday wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe any event ló máa play fún wọn wọn lówó tó lè fi pe Wasiu Ayinde ara contract Wasiu Ayinde nìyẹn láti lè fi kó gbogbo èèyàn sí abẹ́ wọn tó là kọ́ lè fọ́lọ́ wọn. Tinubu ti ṣe ń wọ̀ kí gbogbo iṣẹ́ kì í ṣe èèyàn ó ti ní gbogbo kíní plan work kì í sílẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n náà máa mú wọn ọlọ́run á mú wọn torí ó jẹ́ ìsúnyàn.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tí mi thank you so much. I always try to ask the question àwọn èèyàn nítorí gbogbo yẹn kíní tí gbogbo analysis tá à ń ṣe wọ́n ò lè gbọ́ dáadáa wọ́n nídìí tó máa fi gbọ́ but every Yorùbá tó wà nílé ó mọ̀ pé kankan right ẹja gbọ́ látẹnu ìyàwó yìí hello caller ẹ má pinnu mi kàn monitor àwọn comment àwọn messages tó ń wá lórí WhatsApp ẹgbọ́n sókè ìyàwó à ń gbọ́ yín mà ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ok, ẹ káàárọ̀ ọmọ kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn fẹ́ contribute pé ṣe rí in a situation like this kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa agree. Kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa sọ pé okay o kò support Yorùbá nation. We should put that in our mind. But once we have the majority, I think we are okay. And the majority gbọ́dọ̀ build the trust on each other to a level tó jẹ́ pé we can work together.
Okay.
Ṣẹ́rí Bible sọ pé only can two work together except being in agreement. No. Tí èèyàn méjì ò bá wà in agreement, they cannot work together. Òun là ń rí sìn nínú movement and it's affecting us. Even àwọn ọgbọ́n tó fẹ́ join Yorùbá nation now they are having second thought pé kí lè ń ṣe yìí they don't really believe in us. There's too much division, there's too much row in between àwa tájọ wà ní movement which is not good. Nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá it wasn't too bad but it wasn't too good. Number one wọ́n ṣèbúra which is okay àwa la sọ pé a ní ìṣẹ̀ṣe pé Christianity, Islam they are foreign religion tó wá gbé fún wa tó jẹ́ òótọ́ but what about our own religion? Do we believe in it or we don't believe in it? Tá a bá believe in it why tá a wá pariwo pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe làgbà that we don't even believe in it? Gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ń ṣe even this movement is by faith. Téèyàn bá jí láàárọ̀ tó jáde ńlé in this country, although the environment is safe, we still have to believe or have faith pé òun ń jáde lọ I will come back. That's a simple faith. Tó yẹ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ fi rìnrìn àjò yìí. Lánàá, I watched that thing. Heritage ló dá kán máa búra sílẹ̀. When on that Zoom yesterday, he just disappeared. Later in the night, mo wá rí pé wà lórí program. I was forced to call on that program. Pé why did you disappear on that your media whatever nothing pura? And why are you now on in the night? Why don't you stay on that site that time and don't even come out denied, kò fi rest. Oh no, fellow, he started giving excuses, which is not good. Oh no, that can be it should be the first. Oh no, you can't get your call. Oh no, you can't volunteer láti búra ńbẹ̀ because he started it. These are the problems of Yorùbá. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká má pè ajá náà bọ̀ mọ́. Let us be sincere with ourselves. A fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn kan come into this movement. We have to lay example. They have to see us. Oh, these people, we can trust them. We can follow them. But we are not doing it. And it's affecting this movement. A lot of people want to be part of it. But they see us as if, do we even know what we are doing? Mo wá pè sórí program ẹ̀ lánàá pé, why can't you take your own vote? Àwọn èèyàn wá ń kọ kọ́mẹ̀ntì pé òun ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òun náà. We are not telling each other the truth. We should start telling the truth. Òótọ́ yẹn ló máa gbè wá. Because tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní build lórí irọ́ like Nigeria build, it's not going to work. Kò lè work. Even tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation, tó bá jẹ́ pé orí irọ́ la fẹ́ máa build lé, that we are biased, that our orientation is just manipulative, it's not going to work. And we're going to find dirty there, which we should stop now. Heritage gbé bàbá Akíntóyè wá búra lórí his platform shouldn't be Bitom àti búra. I'm sorry to say it, and I told him yesterday night or last night. Pé kì í ṣe platform ẹ̀ ló ti yẹ kó máa ṣe búra. And he was telling me, making people to realize again, is Jehovah Lord like that? Anybody God speak to us now? Tani devil mbasoro. Devil doesn't speak to me now. Everybody have their belief. You don't impose your belief on everybody. We are in a modern world, ìlú ìlàwà, and we should stop being biased to people. And we should stop our that slavery mentality. As he enslaved àwọn èèyàn, a kàn ń pariwo pé àwọn òyìnbó enslaved wa, they colonize us. Ìgbà wo ni British kì í ti fi wá sílẹ̀? Why can't we stand our leg? Wọ́n colonize America now. Did America stop there? They move forward. We should leave them, and we too should stand our ground and move forward. That's what we are not doing. We just stand there and be stagnant. And that's where we are today. I believe we don't trust each other. Àwọn èèyàn tún sọ lórí program ìbúra yẹn ò matter, kíní kan ò matter. Ìbúra is a simple faith tó jẹ́ pé it will build trust. If you give me a minute more, there's something happened when I was young. Mo bá bàbá mi lọ sóko. There's this big kola nut tree. Apá kan ẹ̀ kú láti sàlẹ̀ délẹ̀. Wọ́n bèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá mi pé irú igi ìwò lélẹ̀ tí sáìdì ẹ̀ kan ti kú. That meaning is an historian tree. Pé wọ́n búra sí bàbá wọn àti ẹni tó ń jọ sọ àgbèrè. They have argument pé èmi ni mo ní, èmi ni mi ò ní. Bàbá dáàdì wọn sọ fẹ́ nìyẹn pé obì yẹn wọ́n gbé fún ọmọ òun ni o, that is my dad. Pé òkè kan jọ búra sí, ìwọ mú apá kan dání, tèmi mú apá kan dání. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ tiẹ̀ kí apá tiẹ̀ yè. And where my granddad hold, ibẹ̀ ló yè. You can see how these little things work if we put faith in it. Because ẹni tí ògùn fẹ́ pa, then it will build trust. Ìwọ ẹni tó wá dálẹ̀ yẹn gan, ó disappear. They were calling him. Kò yọjú mọ́. Later he came out to do a program. How can we trust each other in this movement? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn sí ọkọ̀ Yorùbá nation when we are behaving like this? So we have to do our own work. Ṣé ń work wa o? A kàn ń pariwo ni, and we are deceiving ourselves a lot. We should stop doing that. We should build a trust. Táwọn èèyàn á lè trust tiwa, táwọn lè join wa. Bàbá Akíntóyè again yesterday, bàbá yẹn tún wá búra again. Nígbà tí bàbá yẹn ti búra again, people will trust in him pé gbogbo ìsọkúsọ táwọn èèyàn sọ ń pa bàbá yìí. It's a lie. Okay, tó bá tiẹ̀ true, bàbá tiẹ̀ ti búra, we can trust him. Just to build a little trust. Àwọn èèyàn wa ń miss ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ni. We have to start doing things tá a fi ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ara wa. And you will see how people will join us. We don't have to force these people. Tó máa rí nǹkan tá a ń ṣe lótìtọ́ àti lódodo. They will join us. Àwọn ọba wa náà, they are part of our problem. Torí pé tí Yorùbá nation ẹ bá dúró, I believe they still want to be others. Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n máa kúrò níbẹ̀ yẹn tán lọ sílẹ̀ Haúsá. They are part of the problem. Torí ìjẹkújẹ, because what they are gaining from the covenant is a selfish interest. Ó dẹ̀ ti gbilẹ̀ sínú ọmọ Yorùbá, individual Yorùbá, they are very selfish. They are bad. Wọ́n bad gan ju Hausa lọ, wọ́n bad gan ju Fúlàní lọ. Ó kàn yẹ pé Fúlàní, they are very violent. Ọmọ Yorùbá burú gan ni. We have to change our orientation and our mindset. Tábà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ, we need to do that. That's my own contribution.
Eshigoni, thank you so much. Actually, I got a call from Egbo Heritage. I think it was the day before yesterday. Quick official program con, I think he called me. He asked for my view about this Ibura thing, and I keep that to myself. What I told him, and I didn't even realize that they were doing all this Ibura until Ale. You know, after Timushe started it, I'm sure you all were here with me. So BJJ thought to end the conversation. I then saw that Lady K was on. So Google mind me, and I was expecting the media to be live. Even I mentioned it, the word media will be on. I mean, I've literally stepped back from that platform, not for any reason, you know, that's what my spirit says. And that was almost until I'll be 7 weeks in sin. But more exactly when, you know, I can't be bothered. So not that because I have any problem with them, but you know, I go with my instincts. That was more than 7 weeks ago. So Mosha Korikwe Lady King, I showed them stream. It was a live program. Mosha Joko Sibi by Lori laptop. Mosha wo. But into one confused me. When the weather was bright. So I was kind of I didn't even think it's something that they've done in the afternoon. So while I was watching that, come across the show. That one was a short one. I'm okay. And I listened to the whole, you know, as they were doing the Ibura and all that. I know a lot of people wants to know my own take. I actually said my take in the morning. If you have watched my program that I did in the morning, and I'll say it again. What it be buying on Honda to buy something back in Abura? When move so. What it be buying the Kokonda to my me? But Olayomi Koiki can watch Ibura lórí social media. What it be buying in order anymore so. My name is Olayomi Koiki. What? Kódà ẹni tó bá dánwò tó bá pè mí nírú ẹ̀ agbọ́ ṣìgìdì ọ̀rọ̀. Orúkọ mi ni Olayomi Koiki, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde, confirm. Wọ́n ti kódà bàbá kí n tó yẹ gan jẹ́ pè mí pé kán ní kí wọ́n ṣe ìbúra lórí social media. Bàbá yẹn pè mí lánàá mo sọ fún yín. Ọmọ lọ pè bàbá yẹn gan. Bàbá yẹn àti Ìgbòho ló máa ń kó lọ pè mí. Ìgbà mi bàbá yẹn á rán Ìgbòho sí mi pé kó lọ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. But I'll just leave all that for now. Mo dẹ̀ ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation kí n tó pàdé Chief Sunday Ìgbòho. And I've said a lot of things even before I met Ìgbòho. So wọ́n yẹ pé torí Chief Sunday Ìgbòho tí mò ń dárúkọ bàbá kò tún jẹ́ extra weight fún mi ni bí ti bá dárúkọ bàbá. Mo tó láti sọ gbogbo tó bá wù mí láì consult anybody. Ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ó mọ̀. I think I was doing a show níjẹta and my mom was trying to send a message to all my phones. More than what I was showing you. Wọ́n ti bí bá nǹkan kan ní wọn dá kó pe Koiki pé wá ṣe ìbúra wá gbọ́ ṣìgìdì ọ̀rọ̀. I won't say more than that. Olayomi lèmi jẹ́ Koiki Media. Wọ́n ti bí bá wọn ni mo sọ ẹ̀yàn pé mo dárúkọ anybody. Wọ́n ti bí bá pé kọ́ ní kọ́ lọ pe Koiki pé kó wá sórí social media kó wá ṣe ìbúra. Wọ́n ti bí bá wọn dá ni mo sọ. ibi tẹ́mi take risk dé káwọn kọ́kọ́ lọ take risk yẹn ká kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀. ẹ rò pé mi ò níṣẹ́ nígbà tí mo kúrò London lọ Nàìjíríà ni ẹ rò pé mo níṣẹ́. mo sọ fún yín pé ìgbà tẹ́mi lọ́lé Chief Sunday Igboho ní kẹ́ lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ èmi ò ní intention láti padà wá sí UK lórí ọ̀ràn ìrìnàjò yìí èmi ò ní intention láti padà wá. I've spent 20 years here. All I just say now is, what I'm saying is, and this is just my own view, there's a lot of delay tactics making Yoruba woman no more. I'm not concerned about that. But there's a lot of delay tactics making Yoruba woman no. There's a lot of delay tactics. As much as we love our Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, èmi tèmi ń jókòó sí bíbá tí mò ń sọ pé tó ń ṣe torí ẹ̀sìn la ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Kò ń ṣe torí religion la ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. We want to go out of Nigeria. That should be our focus and priority. And we can explain different things, different angle, different template so that we can go. Èmi ò ní pé platform wa nìkan ló máa gba Yorùbá nation. But in tèmi bá sọ lórí platform wa, kódà mo sọ fún yín pé bàbá kí tó ìṣe pè mí lánàá because they're pressurizing him on me. Wọ́n pe bàbá yẹn gan pé kó lọ pe Koiki. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ fún bàbá yẹn pé ẹ ṣàfọkàn balẹ̀. A lot of you are scared. Ìbẹ̀rù yẹn dẹ̀ ló máa pa gbogbo yín, kò ń ṣe ìbúra. Ìbẹ̀rù ló fẹ́ pa yín, kò ń ṣe ìbúra. People that are scared, ẹ wá ń ṣe ìbúra. People that are scared, ẹ ń ṣe ìbúra. Àwa ń bẹ̀rù èèyàn. I just lost a friend that has made all his money in this life at the age of 38, according to what I was told. By the age of 38, ní ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn ti gbogbo owó téèyàn lè make láyé ló ti make. Gbogbo tó ń make ní sin extra ni. 38 years old ló ti pa owó tó fi make láyé. People that are scared are doing ìbúra. Ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ yẹn lè díẹ̀. We are scared because we are scared of àwọn òyìnbó yìí. I want to call them white, but mom sí mi lónìí kí n má máa lo word yẹn. Yẹn mo ṣe máa ń pọ̀ lóyìnbó. People that are scared are doing ìbúra. We are scared. But there's nothing wrong with those that have done it. It's entirely up to them. But like I said, wait, on wo mi, gbogbo on wo mi báyìí. Wait, tí tọ́ba àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tẹ́ ní pè mí. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé mo san lórí. Wait, tí bí bàbá ẹni náà dà. Pé kó lọ pé Koiki kó wá ṣe ìbúra lórí social. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe eré ni. Alẹ́ fẹ́ máa san yẹn fún. Ìyá tó tẹ̀jẹ̀ sí mi lórí. Èmi lọ dágbére fún níjọ́ tèmi lọ Nàìjíríà. Níjọ́ yẹn gangan ẹ̀yin máa wá ní kí n máa ṣe ìbúra ẹ̀ ń ṣe èrè ìbúra kọ́ ìbúrú ni ìyá tó ta ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí mi lórí ìjọ Jímọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ kúrò nílùú yìí ni mo ṣe lọ sọ pé mo ń lọlé ó ń wò mí báyìí ni. People that have seen that have not even trust a lot of things. They thought I was doing more than them. And we're not running the same race. Nobody can beat me to that. Each one of us, people have gone to check. I just they laugh sometimes, you know. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ Yorùbá. He will go out of Nigeria. Everybody knows that. But people are just trying to delay us. Bàbá Akíntóyè tó pè mí, tó ní kí n jọ pé wọ́n náà fẹ́ declare Yorùbá nation ní London. Á ní kankan tí bàbá yẹn gbọ́ náà. For him to call me, most of when I think that was some 4 weeks ago precisely. Yeah. Ọmọ mi. 2 minutes, ẹni máa fún bàbá yẹn tó bá ti pè mí. Bàbá yẹn pé mi ò fẹ́ máa yọ yín lẹ́nu. 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I might disconnect call yẹn. Àwọn gbọ́pọ̀ náà fẹ́ declare Yorùbá nation. Mo ní láyé kò ń ṣe lẹ́yìn tí yín. So, ẹni wá fẹ́ ṣe búra, let them continue the búra, but they should not call me to it. That's all I will say. If it's all loud and clear, kò ń ṣe pé mo fi bọ̀. Ọ̀ tí bí bàbá gan ní kọ́, kódà Ìgbòho gan ní pé kọ́ lọ pé Koiki pé kó wá búra lórí social media. But all I can say is there's a delay tactics to hold us back. Let's take more calls. Let's go to the next caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Kò pé méjì, ẹ̀yà kan náà ni.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Kò pé méjì, ẹ káàsán.
Ó jàre. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ kú ètò ẹni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, madam tí wọ́n pè yẹn, please, anybody tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìbúra, ẹ má accept ikọ̀ wọn mọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí t'Ọlọ́run. Tó bá ti mention ìbúra yẹn, come stop ẹ̀. You cannot sit here in abroad and be asking people. Àwọn tí wọ́n tó ń forí lákú ní Nàìjíríà kó wá máa sọ fún wọn pé kí wọ́n máa búra. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí t'Ọlọ́run. Ìbúra ọ̀nà ìbúra ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ìbúra kó ṣe. Ẹni tí ò bá ti ṣe, then forget about it. Don't condemn other people. Do your part and leave the rest. Let other people do their part as well. Now, you brought up, you are on a particular program. You brought up a vital question that people should call in and make their own contribution. The woman just called all of a sudden and brought up this issue of Ibura or no Ibura.
It's one of those things.
Tabanika Joko kama analyze it. Nǹkan tí woman yẹn gan ṣe tó ń dá sílẹ̀ tó ń try láti forí ìkan gbá kan látàná ṣé kò ń ṣe nonsense ni. So why is she still bringing the matter up here again? I was at the Ibura program yesterday. I watched the program from beginning to the end.
Okay.
A lot of names were mentioned. Even your own name were mentioned. And people even fought on, yes, people fought on your behalf on that platform. That was you people's problem. People that are scared. And you joke see London, and joke see America. The people that are scared, they can't even come out for rally. And they are saying they are doing one stupid, useless Ibura. If you want to do Ibura, do Ibura. When we get to the promised land, that we have our own Yoruba nation, we will put it in the constitution that hold any public or government office, you have to do Isheshe Ibura. That is when we get to promised land. Not at this stage of you don't even know who is who. Igboho ọ̀gá mi tí wọ́n ba ilé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n ba gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe, are you telling Igboho to come and bura and people are there stupid talking stupid things and saying Igboho Koiki should come and bura. Koiki that left London and risked his life to go to Nigeria. Do you think it's easy? Sáwọn èèyàn ti ẹ̀ mọ bí Ìbàdàn sókà bó ṣe rí, tí wọ́n mọ bó ṣe rí ṣá. And talking about Ibura or no Ibura, when it comes to contribution, how many of them Loganon contributes? Mélòó nínú wọn ló bá Igboho gba lọ́yà? Mélòó nínú wọn ló sọ anything related to Igboho's release when he was in Kutonu? So please, we don't want Ibura. Nobody should talk about this Ibura. Please, that's all I want to say. Secondly, about the issue of what we were discussing before, which was a very important question that you asked, that why are the students of nowadays, why are they scared? My own observation is this. Nígbà tí kí democracy tó dé ní 1999 tí Ọbásanjọ́ wà níbẹ̀, ìjọba ológun òun là ń ṣe nígbà yẹn. àti Yorùbá o, àti Hausa o, àti Igbo o, àti everybody in that country called Nigeria. Gbogbo wọn pátápátá tó o bá ti jẹ́ ológun o lè benefit nínú system yẹn.
Okay.
And that was the reason tó ṣe dàbẹ́ ni pé immediately tí Abacha drop by oníkálukú ti ń pe meeting ẹ̀yà ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà wọ́n ti ń pe meeting pé okay kí ni tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ni tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ni tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. And they used that stupid useless Baba Olori Buruku Obasanjo as a bait to hold the Yoruba people. See, you know, the so-called contraption called stupid and useless Nigeria. One lo Obasanjo ni, and he was aware of it. How will you tell me that Abubakar brought Constitution House and Obasanjo was not aware of it and he appended his signature on it? Why will you tell me that kind of a thing? And I will accept that thing. But most sign Constitution mi ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀. What kind of stupid statement is that? So now, when Obasanjo came in, he is already he's a military man.
Yeah.
So one law as a bait. So now listen, open democracy wa. So democracy yẹn gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú olórí burúkú tí wọ́n ti ń pariwo pé Abacha ò dá, this and that. Gbogbo wọn fi owó tí wọn lẹ́nu.
Okay.
Ó wá di pé wọ́n play politics fúnra wọn.
Okay.
And just like one of the earlier callers said, ó ní pé àwọn celebrity wọ́n lò wọ́n. Yes, it's true, wọ́n lò wọ́n. And just like one mama has said in one of your previous programs that a lot of the youth, a máa wọ́ wọn wọnú rally yìí ni. Yes, a máa wọ́ wọn. Tọ́wọ́ bá dé gba wíwọ́ ibi tó bá fẹ́ wọn kan balẹ̀ ayọ̀. Once they declare we are done. Ẹ tó bá fẹ́ join kó join, ẹ tó bá fẹ́ join kó rango ẹ lọ kó gba ilẹ̀ Hausa lọ àwọn ilẹ̀ Fúlàní. We don't care. We don't bloody care again.
No problem. Ẹ ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ mi.
Everybody fẹ́ di celebrity. Everybody fẹ́ di because of the system. If the system bá wà okay, would everybody want to be a celebrity?
Normal, olúkálùkù akọ̀ máa live normal life. Kódà ìgbà tí mo pàdé ọ̀rẹ́ wa tí mo ní mo pàdé oyè Mike olóúnjẹ Instagram ó ní nígbà tí máa celebrator ó ní celebrity kẹ̀ ní bíbá Koiki wọn ó zù ní sí ni kò sọ̀rọ̀ celebrity bóyá sọ fún mi nìyẹn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ bóyá sọ fún mi nìyẹn.
Brother, ọjọ́ Saturday ló ní àdìbò ní Sweden ní bíbá yìí. I'm telling you, Prime Minister wa ń bíbá yìí ó ti resign sí.
Yes, mo rí news yẹn àwọn far right ló dà pé wọlé àbí. Mo rí news yẹn.
Yes na.
Yeah, mo rí news yẹn.
Wọ́n ti resign àwọn the indigenous people àwọn ni àwọn náà wọlé.
Yeah, mo rí news yẹn lórí AFP láàárọ̀ nígbà tí mo jí.
Nígbà tí wọ́n di ìbò yẹn, ẹ believe pé Social Democratic Party òun ló wọlé ẹ tó wà ń bẹ̀ yìí tó ń rúlù lọ́wọ́ yìí òun náà ló wọlé. But ó ní òfin tí wọ́n fi gbé wọn pé tí wọ́n fi dé there is a benchmark pé okay o tó bá fẹ́ win tí kò ní wà contest tí kò ní wà challenged again benchmark figure as in number of votes tó gbọ́dọ̀ ní. Fine, she was leading but kò ní benchmark figure yẹn.
Wow.
Ẹ ti understand?
Orí AFP ni mo ti rí láàárọ̀ nígbà tí mo jí.
Àwọn other party tó jẹ́ indigenous people of Sweden wọ́n ní láti ṣe kí ni wọ́n match together.
Pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹlòmíì.
Since wọ́n ti match together yẹn.
Sọ ti bí tòun.
Wọ́n match together so figure tiwọn ó ti ju ẹni tó lead tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ.
Wow.
So now what the woman what she could do is to resign. What are we talking about?
Àwọn tó ní principles nìyẹn.
She resigned. Yes, she resigned. Olóde ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. So how many politicians have resigned in Nigeria?
Yeah.
How many politicians? How many people can even? How many people?
The population Sweden is 10 million.
How many people of them can even resign from his job? Okay, one fear, how many people can resign from his job? I resigned from my job. I was a banker when I was in Nigeria. I decided to go for business, but all of a sudden, somebody just work out visa for me, and I find myself here.
Alone.
So somebody so what are we talking about?
It is well.
If you want to pura, I'm of the opinion of Ibura, but stop being gullible and being an hypocrite direct kó wá máa sọ pé àwọn kan àtàwọn tó bá ti búra wọn ní ṣe kínní.
ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bye bye.
I mean, I'm not against the people that are doing this Ibura. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's entirely, but wọ́n ní pè mí ni mo sọ. Gbogbo tán náà ń pè mí lórí platform. Àwọn pè mí láti sọ fún mi kó fẹ́ ṣe Ibura ni. Àwọn pè mí. So pé wọ́n náà ń pè mí lórí program yẹn. Wọ́n dé bọ́ọ̀ ni gbogbo wọn. Olayomi Koiki ni mò ń jẹ́. Èmi máa fà wọ́n sórí ìrìn ni. Tó bá yẹ pọ́n náà fẹ́ ṣe Ibura yẹn. Kí gbogbo ara ticket ká ní ṣo ní Benin Republic. If that's what they want. Gbogbo wa pátápátá kára ticket kájọ ìmíṣó. I'm bossy boss. Orí Zoom yẹn náà lọ tí wọ́n máa pè mí. Wọ́n jẹ́ pè mí lẹ́yìn pé Mr. Koiki ọ̀nà pé wọ́n pè yín. Àwọn ṣe pè mí nígbà tó náà pè mí lórí Zoom yẹn. Wọ́n ṣe ní kí ọ̀kan lọ pè mí. Kó wá gbọ́rọ̀. Kó wá gbọ́rọ̀ tí màá fi gbá wọn létí gbogbo wọn pátápátá. I don't give a toss about anybody. Mo lè máa pariwo Yorùbá nation fúnra mi káàkiri gbogbo everywhere. Èmi tí mo bẹ̀rù anybody lẹ́yìn sẹ́wé. Ìbẹ̀rù gan ló ti pọ̀ jù láàrin gbogbo wa. Ìbẹ̀rù àwọn tá ń bẹ̀rù. Ìbẹ̀rù ló fi pa wá. So lórí Ìbúra yẹn ẹja mọ́rọ̀ kúrò ńbẹ̀ ẹja sọ nǹkan míì. Àní fẹ́ anybody láyé Ìbúra mọ́. Ẹlẹ́ máa sọ Búra lórí program tí wọn àṣewọ́rọ̀ Búra ní bíbá kẹ́ máa pè ẹ ti divert ló bá ti di 1 o'clock àwọn apá program jàre lọ bá wọn sí mi oníṣẹ́ mi fi ṣe fún mi.
Lo ẹlẹ́gbọ́n mi.
Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ Búra o ẹ bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ Búra ẹ máa já yín ni o nǹkan mi nìkẹ́ sọ.
Mi sọ̀rọ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ back up ọ̀rọ̀ tí bọ̀bọ̀ tó pè yẹn sọ nípa àwọn union yẹn.
Okay.
Ẹ bá wo Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ṣé kò ń ṣe union member náà nígbà gbogbo.
Ìyá Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá.
Ṣé ní gbogbo wọn yẹn Ọ̀ṣínbàjò kọ́ tí ò náà ṣe kò ń ṣe president àwọn union. Ṣé ní gbogbo wọn yẹn àwọn ló bà union yẹn jẹ́ nígbà wọn kò bẹ̀. Àwọn ló bàjẹ́. Àwọn ni olóṣèlú máa ń lò because member àwọn union ni wọ́n láti lọ wọn náà máa ń lò lọ bá àárín wọn jẹ́. Ṣẹ́rí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ṣẹ́rí ọmọ Haúsá wọ́n bẹ̀rù wa o wọ́n bẹ̀rù wa ṣẹ́rí mo gbé ní north báwọn Haúsá bá fẹ́ ja ìjà ẹ̀sìn wọ́n bá ń pa àwọn èèyàn wọ́n tètè pa Yorùbá ní bá bí wọ́n lọ́jọ́ kan ní school pé wọ́n àgùntàn jẹ́ kí ẹ bá lọ́ tẹ̀tẹ̀ sí ẹ máa ń kọ́ fún wọn ní Yorùbá wọ́n ní one a ní Muslim láàrin wọ́n ní two Yorùbá òun bínú ojú wọn máa ń bínú wọn ní ìbọn yìí ó yẹ yìí wọ́n ní ìbínú òun dà wọ́n ní kí wọ́n bá bínú tán ó náà máa ṣẹ́gun nǹkan tó máa fẹ́ jà wọ́n ti mọ̀ yẹn ṣe wá rí àwa fún ara wa ṣe láwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ kọ́ àwọn Haúsá máa bẹ̀rù wọn báyìí òní àwa onídà wa ṣe rí àwọn ọba ayé òde ìlú wọn kọ́gbọ́n nínú mistake tí àwọn ọba tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe ó fi léèdì sí ẹrú títà ṣe rí ìṣẹ̀bálẹ̀ wa ò ta ẹrú.
Ó dà pé nínú tí wọ́n ṣe ní kí irú àwọn bàbá ó dà pé I'm not sure what the revelation was tó fi apologize àwọn forefathers wa tí wọ́n kó lẹ́rú tọ́jú sómi tó ṣe sílẹ̀.
ṣe ní apology yẹn èmi ò kàn fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ni èmi ò support apology letter Mr. Professor Omaye èmi ò support it.
Okay, kí ni reason?
Because ó dá reason ni pé acceptance lẹ́sọ̀ yẹn ẹgbàá nìyẹn no ṣe ní owó
ẹ̀bùn apology ni na kò ń ṣe acceptance wọ́n apologize ni ṣé nǹkan tó mi.
apologize ó mi pé àwọn bàbá àwa dúdú bá wà Nàìjíríà sí accept bí a ṣe kìíní yẹn.
ṣé wọ́n ṣe ni aláwọn tó tà wá láàrin àwọn lára wa náà ṣé òyìnbó nìkan ló wá tà wá ló wá kó wa lẹ́rú àwọn èèyàn.
ẹ̀gbọ́n gòkè ẹ̀dúró náà ẹ wo gbọ́ àwọn bàtà nísìn ẹ bá wò wọ́n ìmí Christian ni wọ́n ìmí Muslim ni wọ́n.
a sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ̀rọ ọgbà yẹn là ń sọ.
ẹ̀dó kò ṣẹlẹ̀ ló jẹ́ pé ó ní aláwo lòun kó tó di ọba yẹn ṣe rí ẹ̀sìn yìí àwọn ẹ̀sìn méjì gangan ló léèdì sí slavery yẹn ní táìmù yẹn ṣe lọ́wọ́n ọba tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wọlé pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀ṣe òyìnbó bá wọn ever accept owó tí slavery yẹn ṣe ni wọ́n wá pa wọ́n tán wọ́n kó lára wọn wọ́n lọ kọ́ wọn ní Christian wọ́n lọ kọ́ wọn ní Muslim wọ́n wá padà wálé àwọn ló wá takò àwọn ọba tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ oyè yìí àwọn yẹn ló wá ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn ní ẹrú oyè yìí òyìnbó wá fòkó tẹ̀lé ẹni pé gbogbo wọn ni ṣe lọ́wọ́ ilé tó ń yìnbó pa ló jẹ́ ọ̀pá gangan àwọn yẹn ò accept ẹ̀ even gan oríkì wa ní táàmù yẹn a máa ń lo dìbòdò ẹrú but ẹrú yẹn kò ṣe bí òyìnbó ṣe pè ní ẹrú tiwọn ṣèbóríkè náà ṣèbó wà ní national àtẹ̀láàkà ẹrú ní bàbá ó mì pé àwọn òbí wa wọn ń lu ẹrú bí wọ́n ṣe bóyìnbó ṣe sọ pé à ń ṣerú yẹn irọ́ ni ṣẹ́ni wọ́n pa àwọn tó mọ ti ṣẹ̀bálẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n wá kọ́ wọ̀n yẹn ní ẹ̀sìn ṣẹ́ni ẹ̀sìn yẹn ẹ̀sìn Muslim àti Christian yẹn wọn ló jẹ́ kí ẹrú yẹn kó spread dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká fẹ́ lómi láàyè, because of the time. Maybe when we have more time, we can discuss that.
Irú ẹ̀ náà ló ń ṣọkọ àwọn àǹsìn ẹ̀ ṣáà rí gbogbo wọn. Kò fẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣáà rí gbogbo wọn. Ṣẹ́rí ẹ̀sìn wa yẹn ìjẹkújẹ ẹ̀sìn ni àti Muslim àti kìíní ìjẹkújẹ ẹ̀sìn ni. Ìjẹkújẹ ni.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an.
Ẹ á ti lò fún 100 years. Ẹ jẹ́ ká change wọn.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an bàbá mi, thank you so much. Emotion is very high. Hello, caller. Ní kíákíá.
Good morning. Good afternoon, my brother.
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, this is Mike Bamidele Kamade. I spoke to you on WhatsApp earlier on. I mean, on your program.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just asking that if I have a live video and let's say how
what I'll do is ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn later. There will always be a way that we can get that video from you. After the live, because I'm still live now. So tiba pari. I'm still live here. The emotion is quite high, and we should not lose our focus. I know there is a lot of mistrust, integrity, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And every platform wants to kill Nigeria from different ways, but they also want to get us to know who is who. Talon She Yoruba Nation Gongon, Talon She Yoruba Nation Gongon, and all that. And I think that is, probably what led to these, let's say Bura online to know who is really Yoruba person, and put the trust, in the hearts and minds of the Yoruba people. And every platform will do different things. If you monitor all the platforms that are talking about Yoruba Nation continuously, we're all doing different things all the time. And at the end of the day, don't expect everybody to agree with what I'm doing, especially this platform. I know that is a problem. He's calling me, but I'll keep what he's saying to myself for now. But one thing I've told him is, because those that are calling Baba Kintoye, they call up with me, are scared. He might tell me he's concerned and this and that. And I just say sometimes, what's happening? That money for your embassy. And I was going to burn that embassy down. And I was not joking then. I was going to burn it down. Akintoye looked at me the next day and he was begging me. Serious pleading. We can mash it, we can join. But I'm about Yoruba Nation. I'm not taking any more calls. Again, not being because I need to complete my program now and go and see my mom. I have a lot of work to do for her. So I feel like this one. They've edited looking in enough time. My day jumped in my day bed as usual. I borrow with the innocent. And when Baba calls and I know straight away when he calls because those evil behind the camera. I won't comment to, I won't pay, wọ́n wà báyìí, wọ́n wò mí báyìí. Àwọn olóṣèlú burúkú gbogbo wọn wà báyìí, wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn kámẹ́rà yẹn báyìí. Ẹ̀kọ́ lọ sọ fún Koiki. Ẹni ẹ lọ sọ fún Koiki o. Dáadáa, dódòdó. And I just laugh. Ọmọ mi, bàbá kí ló tún dé, kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀, kí la tún gbọ́ lẹ́nìí. And the whole idea is just to slow down the process. That's all I can say. If I come out, doesn't mean the Yoruba Nation will not continue. But I want to slow down the process. And it is too late. Because Baba kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ fún mi pé kí n máa pariwo Yoruba Nation. Baba kékeré kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ fún mi. Ìgbòho rẹ̀ kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ fún mi. Baba Akintoye kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́. No. So if they are calling Baba Akintoye because of Baba Koiki sọ̀rọ̀, Baba Akintoye kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀wọ̀ là ń fún bàbá. Baba Akintoye ló gbéṣẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́. Baba Akintoye kọ́ ló gbéṣẹ́ lé mi lọ́wọ́ pé kí n máa pariwo Yoruba Nation kò dẹ̀ ṣe Ìgbòho. So those of you that keep calling Baba Akintoye because of the Koiki Media, you're wasting your time. I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for myself and for my own generation. That's all. He's in his 80s. I'm still in my 40s. So all these issues along with Baba Akintoye, call up the Koiki Media, this, that, those, that. At least every mountain is on Baba and Lolly, Timori, one-on-one. Bàbá yẹn pè mí níjọ́ kan tí mo wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ chief ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dé kíní dẹ̀ mo sọ fún chief pé mo lọ pé màá máa lọ sí Ilé-Ifẹ̀ chief náà coordinator kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mo lẹ́yìn ò lọ ni mo ló ṣe jẹ́ mi kan ló ń pè pé kí n máa bọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ chief náà coordinator kódà àbẹ̀rù báyìí ni mo ní kí ló dé bá mi ẹ̀rù ṣe máa bà mí. And I traveled down myself with chief security quietly to Ile-Ife. And Baba was waiting for me. So when those of you that joke with America, that joke with Canada, ẹjọ́ kò sórí Zoom tẹ́ ń pe bàbá yẹn tẹ́ ń disturb bàbá yẹn tẹ́ ń fún bàbá yẹn ní blood pressure tẹ́ ń pe lójoojúmọ́ ẹ sì máa relocate lọ Benin Republic púpọ̀ nù yín láti lọ gbé níbẹ̀ ẹ lè máa lọ máa tọ́jú wọn níbẹ̀ ẹ lè jẹ́ máa ṣe meeting pẹ̀lú wọn lójoojúmọ́ because nobody can stop what I'm doing. So I will leave the rest of my conversation with him for now. Nobody will hold me responsible if things do not go as planned. you would all have to hold them responsible. That's all I can say. I'll continue my own small little effort and let everybody do their own, and then it becomes big. But I can see the delay tactics is coming in now. That's what they're doing. But Yoruba Nation is not going to stop. Koiki Media. Koiki Media. I don't have anything, but voice me here. I can trigger a lot of things with it. Anything money, I can trigger a lot of things. What could they? But I can tell you all, they are trying to slow down the process now. Fat leg bolenomie. They want to slow down the process. And that's why it seems like we are not coordinated. And the same concern, you know, the Mourinho at Mololi for 6 months. And it's just a shame. So, I need to be alone. Odo agbewa. Wọ́n ní kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Òun la máa ń sọ àbí. Bọ́n mo tó sọ lẹ́ǹkan ṣe kí tó lọ. Wọ́n ti bí bàbá yín dá kẹ́ pè mí pé kí wọ́n á búra online. Wọ́n ti bí bàbá yín dá ni mo sọ. Hi, very good afternoon. Ẹ túbọ̀ máa pe bàbá yẹn o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pe bàbá tẹ́ ń fún bàbá yẹn ní pressure. Ẹ túbọ̀ máa pè. Tí bá tún ṣe tán nísìn, ẹni kí bàbá yẹn tó pè mí. Èmi á máa bá bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi ò ní ní máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ à ń kọ sílẹ̀. Àgọ́ journalist lèmi. Àgọ́ bàbá kẹ́rì. Ó láwọn ọmọ tó máa sọ. Kò sí ní kankan ní máa béèrè láwọn tó máa sọ. Ẹ túbọ̀ máa pe bàbá yẹn lẹ́yìn. Ẹ̀yin olùlọ́ṣọ́ lórí burúkú. Ẹ túbọ̀ máa pe bàbá yẹn. Ẹ máa disturb. Ó bá yẹ ṣe máa ra ticket. Ẹ máa lọ́lé. Ẹ lọ bẹ̀nẹ̀. Èmi ni mo ń fún yín problem àbí. Fúlàní tó ń fún wa problem, ẹ jẹ́ ká dé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Koiki Media ló ń fún yín problem. Gbogbo yín ti ń ṣe èrè. Àní ìjùbá yẹn lọ lórí ètò tẹ̀yìn. Hi, very good afternoon. Tí bá ní strength, máa padà wá lálẹ́ láti wá ṣe late night. Tí n bá dẹ̀ ti ní strength yẹn. Àsọdọ̀là ni again lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àní ìjùbá yẹn lọ. Ìgbàgbọ́ wà ní pé láti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan tó mìíràn ní kẹjẹ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ìpè àtọ̀hún tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Have a very good afternoon.